Hey folks, John here. Just want to give a very quick note ahead of the episode to say that frustratingly we had some weird audio issues that only came up at the editing stage. Don't know what's going on. It's mostly on my line, a little bit on Nick, mostly on my line, so it's kind of my fault. Got this weird kind of slightly electrical pop. Must have had a loose connection or something. I've done my best to reduce it. Couldn't get rid of it entirely. Just wanted to give you a little heads up. Although, to be honest, if you're still listening at like episode 166, you clearly you don't care too much about audio quality. Anyhow, on with the episode.
In a world in crisis, can three idiots find hope in the darkest of places? Will love conquer all, or will hate win out in the end? This is a show called Hate.
Hello and welcome to a show called Hate, a podcast in which we explore love, hate, and everything in between in such greater meaning and perhaps a little perspective. I'm John.
I'm Nick. I'm Chris.
Oh, it's a very spooky.
It's a spooky special episode. It's not. It's not a special. I'm beginning to think the worst thing about Halloween is the overuse of the word spooktacular. Spooktacular. Every event that's
It's
on
a
this
Halloween
week.
spooktacular.
It's a Halloween spooktacular.
They came up with one pun for Halloween.
That's it. That's all they wanted.
It is a pun.
I saw another one which was Spookyard. And I was like, that's not very good. And then I realised, I think what they're going for is schoolyard.
That's bollocks.
Oh.
And then spook. But it works fine on paper because there's a double O in spook and a double O in school.
Right.
But it don't work. It don't work out loud.
It's literally you saying, which of you just said that like spooktacular was a pun?
He just said it. It was literally
It
4
is a
seconds
pun.
ago, John.
No, but literally, first time now, in the year of our Dark Lord 2024, I've never appreciated that was meant to be a pun. I thought...
Oh.
Spectacular. I see it now, but
I see.
But I thought that just like spooktacular was just like a stupid word.
There are
I think
no
post
other puns for Halloween.
Spooktacular. People just started putting tacular on the end of things and thought that would do.
Yeah.
There's an event that
like
my work
Watergate.
attend that's called Country-tastic, and I'm like, what the fuck is that a pun on? Like you got like how
is nothing.
Country-tastic.
it's like how are you feeling today, Nick? And you like you going, I feel Nick-tastic.
Well-
it doesn't make any sense as a word. It's not a play.
I quite like that.
It doesn't make any sense based on the word fantastic, which is from which it derives.
Yeah.
You cannot be country-tastic.
I do-
Tastic is not a thing.
Ironically enough,
It can't
I
be
do-
untastic.
where do you stand on Haribo, which kids and grown-ups love?
So
They often have Tang Fastix.
I think that's very clever.
That's
I think that's very clever because
That's-
they've reversed it and
yeah.
it also still means something. That's a double
Yeah.
meaning there.
Because are they Halloween sweets?
Because if you flip it back,
No,
it'd
they're
be
just
Fantastic.
Yeah, but does,
Fang with a G.
Yeah.
are the sweets Halloweeny though?
No,
Oh,
they're tangy.
Forget it
They're
then.
tangy.
They're tangy and
So
sour.
it should be tanfastic.
But that doesn't mean anything. Whereas,
But they're tangy, I suppose. Yeah.
yeah.
That's fine.
That's what they're going for.
I think that's
on,
fine.
On the subject of awful Halloween wordplay, have you seen the ads for Iceland? Not the country, but the frozen food receptacle.
Where mums go.
Where moms go.
No, I
Do
haven't.
they go there anymore?
I don't think they go there anymore.
I'm not sure they're
So-
legally allowed to say that.
So for anyone who's not in the UK, Iceland is a chain of supermarkets
for
that
anyone from Iceland,
specialise in frozen food
Hence Iceland. I
Ah.
just got that.
it's very clever.
at criminally low prices.
Yeah.
How can they afford to maintain these prices?
I literally went there tonight.
Did you?
I went to Iceland
Did
tonight.
you go to the food warehouse?
No, I went to the one that's just at the top of our road, which is in
Ah.
Iceland.
Is that right? It's by your road?
Well, no, it's not really at the top
Oh,
of
but
my
around
road. The
Oh.
one on the square.
There's Iceland, and then there's Food Warehouse of Iceland, which is
are interchangeable.
yeah, but is
Right.
even cheaper.
Yes,
you
true.
can buy in bulk.
But when I went to Iceland, I got a food warehouse bag.
Oh god, it's so
interesting.
confusing.
Yes.
It's almost like they don't care about their internal branding.
Not at all. Not even a bit.
But that's not how you make.
And if they don't, why should I?
But you were saying an Iceland ad.
Yeah. So famously, the ad from our childhood, which extended into our adulthood,
What's after childhood?
was.
If you will.
Well, I was trying to work out how far it extended. I don't know if they still do it, but it was
I
always
still
like,
dream about Kerry Katona, if that's what you're trying to get at.
well, yeah. So it was that's why comma,
what was she doing
Mom's shop at Iceland. Because apparently
prices are so good.
its prices are so good.
I don't know why mums are all cheap.
Why are mums the cheapskates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Famously down to cheapskates, I would say.
Yeah, well, you see, but this was a mid-90s ad campaign, so men didn't do anything.
No,
you know,
no,
so-
Yeah, if they stuck around at all.
men did was eat Yorkies, wasn't it, back in the 90s?
Yeah, and Walker's Crisps.
And Walkers,
I reckon.
And Walker's
Yeah,
Crisps.
Because of Gary Lineker.
Yeah, so the ad campaign was, that's where mums shop at Iceland.
Lovely stuff.
It was northern at the first part of it, but then it
Yeah,
just
sorry,
went
yeah. I didn't want to be
voiceover
offensive,
now.
so yeah.
so you covered all your
Yeah.
bases.
That's where mums shop at Iceland.
Every ad voiceover now is northern people.
Yes.
Because they're friendlier.
It's a
Everyone knows
French
that.
sounding accent.
This is a noted phenomenon.
Yeah.
If you want to sell like anything, like kind of healthcare
Yeah.
to insurance,
Yeah.
just get a cheeky northerner.
Hey, oh, bits of
I
me.
trust you because you don't sound like a banker.
Yeah.
Although you definitely are.
Anyway, back to your Iceland ad.
So the ad goes, that's why Halloween shop at Iceland.
And the joke is we.
Well, let's
That's why we shop
let's
at-
try and break this down.
That's why Halloween shop at Iceland. Is that what it is?
That can't
Oh,
be
now
it.
now you've said it. It actually sounds better.
That's
You might-
why
John, I don't want to
Halloween.
cast aspersions, but you must have misheard.
No.
No, I think what it
no.
probably was that's why All Hallows Eve shop at Iceland.
Oh, that's better.
Is that,
yeah,
what, is that
yeah.
what it was? Yeah.
Yeah.
That
It was written down.
fuck.
So it wasn't. I
That's
think,
why Halloween shop at Iceland. That is so shit. That got through as the best idea.
Now,
I'm not sure there's really a
Now-
sign-off process.
now you said, is it meant to be we? That's
Yes.
why we shop at Iceland. And apparently, and Lucy pointed out, the W and the E
Oh, a different
are
colour.
in a different colour.
Bad.
But it still doesn't read right, because
No.
that's why Halloween shop at
That doesn't make
Iceland.
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
How can we shoehorn Halloween into anything?
I mean-
the only thing Halloween has going for it is that it doesn't lend itself very well to puns.
That's true.
The word itself.
Wouldn't it have been better if they said, like, that's why mummies shop at Iceland? They could have had, like, you know, like, yeah.
with the
Like the
bandages.
ghouls.
The ghouls, yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would have been good, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could have a witch and they say, which Iceland is your favourite, but spelt witch.
And then, which Iceland is your favourite? And then it's out of the country or the shop you're getting at.
Yeah, or one of the branches.
And then there's a vote.
yeah,
Which do you like best? A country?
the country or the shopping.
I actually like
I'd say the shop,
this.
but-
We've all, for our sins, we've all dabbled in the world of marketing, comms,
sure.
advertising.
It's true.
How would you? Okay,
Oh god.
Oh,
you
no.
know, Mr. Iceland.
I wish I'd come prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Icy Land comes to you, you know,
That would be good.
and he's like, you know, my father, Icy Land Senior, is
Yeah.
dead. I now have inherited the mantle. I've got the frozen crown,
Yeah.
you know, made
Yeah,
of
yeah.
made of chicken.
I'm on the ice throne!
Yeah.
How do we take Iceland kicking and screaming into the 20th century? Like
So
what?
not Halloween related.
No, just general branding.
Interesting.
But I'd like to leave the door open for Halloween.
Yeah,
you know, like the brand has
and
to
potentially
be
seasonal variations.
seasonal variations.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah,
Easter.
Are you looking for a strap line? Is that
Well,
what you're
yeah,
after?
just like what? How do you make Iceland sexy?
It's probably got to be something to do with that Greg's partnership they've got.
Do you have a Greg's
They
They,
partnership?
Greg's
have
partnership.
Greg's pasties frozen.
You can make Greg stuff now in your house.
if you want
Mate.
if you want a chicken bake, there's frozen made. There's frozen chicken bakes from Greg's
Wow.
in Iceland.
Put them in your oven. Basically, get a chicken bake just like you get
So
from
Greg's.
Get a protein lattice.
You can get your yes,
Right. Yeah.
get your own protein lattice.
Yeah.
can I get a brown wedge?
Look at a food tile.
Yeah.
Oh god, how do you bring Iceland? I mean,
I think what we've discovered is that it's impossible.
timeless.
It can't be done.
Now, pop songs.
Pop songs.
But this
a
is
good
where
way
a lot
to
of
go.
lazy advertising goes. Now, Ice Ice Baby
Too obvious.
has been taken
Well, I know
Why?
what song they're using at the moment.
What song are these?
Because I've seen their ad.
What
for
is it?
Iceland.
Yeah, I think it's Iceland or Lidl. Maybe it's Lidl.
Oh,
Anyway, they're using Gina G, but sung by Martine McCutcheon.
interesting.
Why not just get Gina G?
Yeah, why not?
What, is she busy?
Maybe she was busy.
Could they not?
Gina G's not
Could they not
busy.
afford Gina G?
Maybe she's on the other side of the ice wall.
I don't know how you could afford Martine McCutcheon and Diane from the Traitors.
Martine
but not,
McCutcheon will do anything.
But not Gina G.
Give her a yogurt. Did she used to
She
do...
wasn't. You keep doing this.
Sorry.
We keep talking about celebrity women, and you think they're a yogurt woman.
They've all...
Not all celebrity women have been.
Martine McCutcheon has sold yogurt.
You think she has?
Yeah. No, I don't think I know.
I'm going to Google this.
All right, okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
How do you describe Martine McCutcheon?
She was in EastEnders and in Love Actually.
Roll it back. How do you describe... EastEnders?
Is a soap opera
Okay.
that broadcast in 1986 through to the present day.
Okay.
Sold
She then
yogurt.
became the nation's sweetheart.
She did. I
did.
used to have a crush on her.
Oh, yeah. She was a hottie.
She
Yeah.
appeared in Love Actually.
Yeah, she was the face of Activia Yogurt. God damn it.
Oh, there we are. Then
Nate-
she sang.
This time you're right, okay?
She was
Don't
in
get
Love
cocky.
Actually as Hugh Grant's love interest.
Yeah, she played as
She was.
a common cleaner.
At the yeah, she did.
Who's
At the-
charmed.
Was she Northern?
That was a character.
No, she was like Cockney,
Cockerney.
but she was the cleaner in
was her character.
Downing Street when he took office,
Yeah.
and they had a mild flirtation.
Yes.
And then the president of the United States came on to her.
Oh, and he sort of defended her honour.
No, he got jealous, I think.
Ah,
But
nice.
and then he also told off the president.
And he
So a lot of
punched the
people were,
president.
were
Did he
obsessed
punch
with
the
this
president?
cleaner.
I think he told him to fuck off.
Ooh.
And then he went round to Martine McCutcheon's house, and all her family were there. And then they went
And
to
it's like
the
a Christmas miracle.
yeah. And then they went to the nativity.
Wait, is it set at Christmas? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
They went to the nativity play,
Right.
and then they got off with each other on the stage, and the curtains opened.
What's this film called again?
Love Actually.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's called the Prime Minister creates
Oh, Prime Minister!
Oh, Prime Minister.
an international incident at Christmas.
And then she also sang a song called "Perfect Moment."
Was that on the soundtrack?
No,
to Love?
that
it,
was
That's
just
a separate.
separate endeavor.
was it on
yeah.
the soundtrack to that yogurt ad she was in?
Might have been.
You can have
She-
a perfect.
It was
moment.
called "Perfect Movement."
The
bowel move.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
this is the only other factoid I know about Martine McCutcheon
Here we go.
is that
Who knew we'd get it onto Martine McCutcheon
Yeah.
this
Anything
quickly?
to get away from that Iceland brief
Yeah.
that you gave
now,
us.
now you said she was a cockney.
Yeah, sure.
She was meant to be in a West End production of My Fair Lady.
Yeah.
Only
She's too well spoken.
only
She couldn't do American.
she dropped out like a week before it was due to open. Due to, I think, illness, but then also the director was like, I don't think she's really ill, and there was like debates, and then her understudy had to step in because apparently there was like money involved. It's like if your star drops out, that kind of affects the production.
Yeah,
So-
of course. Yeah.
and she probably screwed her career over by I don't know,
Well, who
too much
knows?
yogurt, not enough yogurt. I don't know.
But she, she does all right. She's selling stuff a little now.
Is that it? Is that good?
Wow, it's better than this. What we're doing,
Well,
arguably.
That is
yeah,
not a metric.
that's undeniable. Yeah,
better than this.
I get.
Say that about anything.
I get. Little,
It is.
I mean, he's got.
We're here slagging off Martine McCutcheon.
Listen.
Martine McCutcheon's achieved more in life than we ever will.
This podcast charmed the nation. All right. I don't know which nation. I'm working on that.
Yeah. If I get little and oldie confused.
That's because if
Everyone-
you rearrange the letters, you
every-
get the other one.
Everyone does, except the A.
Don't think about it.
No,
Just
Don't think about it.
it's a joke, you idiot.
But they've got similar brand colours as well.
They do.
Laddle.
So what? Ladle. It's pronounced ladle.
the I.
God damn it! This is why I'm not a writer.
So what?
Lail.
What do they bring to the table?
Laid. Hey?
What?
Get laid at little.
Which one
Get
is?
laid a little.
No,
you
I'll
don't
be.
have the A.
Shit.
Wait, is that the pitch to Iceland?
Get laid at Aldi.
Get laid at Aldi. Come here instead, Iceland.
Yeah.
You virgin.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Solve that little one.
There you go.
Yeah.
We knew we'd get back to that.
Okay. So my question is,
What's Martine McCutcheon done now?
no, little and oldie. How are they different? Which one is the one where you get
They're different
Lidl's-
brands.
Lidl's cheaper.
Oh, that'll be it. Yeah, yeah.
Lidl's like literally someone will dump a pallet on a child if they're in the way.
Right.
What, little?
Lidl, yeah.
Nice.
They'll just dump
Yeah.
a pallet in the store and people will just scavenge.
Which is the one which is famous for you go in to save money, but instead of getting like a pack of McVitie's digestives,
Yeah.
you get a pack of like
I mean, it's kind-
Mukbangos.
It's kind of both of them because there's a thing called the middle of Lidl,
The middle of Lidl.
which
Yeah,
is just
where they
they
just
put all
have
that
random shit.
random old crap like shoes and deck chairs
like
and
washing
whatever.
pegs and like
You name it.
unsolvable
You
puzzles.
name it, and at some point it's probably been in the middle of Lidl.
God, look at these bargains. But
then
this doesn't
Aldi-
have a barcode.
It's a grenade.
Aldi's version of it is. Aldi's version of it is
Uh-oh.
is called the Isle of Aldi, which
That's
is
fucking shit.
It's
Middle
not-
of Lidl's really good.
it's not quite as good.
Now that's branding.
Yeah.
Which one does Marty McCutcheon sing for?
Lidl,
Little.
I think.
Lidl.
Sings for
Does
her
she look
Lidl.
happy?
Well,
She
define
always
happy.
looks happy.
I mean-
That's her whole brand, is like how happy and cheery she is.
Yeah, except when she's having a perfect movement, in which case, you can't smile all the time.
You know the yogurt women thing?
Yeah.
I'm just going to say probably the thing I should have just keep inside.
Here comes another hateful comment from Nick
But, like,
Angel.
It's a little bit questionable that a lot of advertising of that product has been done putting a white thing on a woman's face, right? Like smearing a white...
Wow.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Was not expecting.
I do know what you mean.
I don't
know-
think
I-
that's necessarily that cool.
I do know what you mean. No, it's weird.
But also, when you say schmearing,
Schmearing. I did say
I,
schmearing.
I don't
Oh,
believe
no.
I've ever seen one of these yogurt adverts where a woman
No,
has
because they always try and
dunked
keep
her...
it tame, right?
Yeah.
Dip a little nose bit in it, but we all know what
Wait,
what
they
is-
put it on their nose?
Well, that's what happens, isn't it?
Yeah, they do that.
They get it
Well,
on
they
their-
lick the lid.
And then they come up, and then they've got some on their nose, and everyone titters.
Yeah.
Now we're dancing around the fact that there's really only one yogurt brand where there's a lid big enough that you get it on your nose.
What do you mean?
Well, it's
Well, Martin McCutcheon was the face
That
of Activia
Onken.
yogurt,
Activia, yeah.
whereas
Oh, they all get it on their nose. The little yogurts.
I've no idea.
Even
whether
Tess Daly.
was
What's
Daily
she done?
yogurt woman.
How do you know? How do you know about all
She's
the
a
people who
yogurt
do
woman.
yogurts?
Come on, come on! I don't think that's true.
I'm just saying there's a Venn diagram
we should name a
between.
load of yogurt brands and
Has
see if someone can
Tess
get the person
Daly-
associated with them.
Sold yogurt.
Oh, Google's gonna laugh at you.
I bet she has.
Did you mean has Tess Daly sold yogurt? Yeah, there was so many typos in that. Good lord! I'm on image search for some reason.
What's she selling?
Doesn't say anything about Tess Daly selling yogurt, whereas it was the first thing for Martin McCutcheon.
Wait, hasn't Tess Daly? Is she the host of?
Strictly.
Oh, she's done yogurt.
Oh, she's done
She
yogurt.
must have done yogurt.
Married to Vernon Kay.
Correct.
Yeah, she's done yogurt.
From Bolton.
It don't say nothing about yogurt.
I swear she's
It's
done.
like Davina McCall has probably sold every yogurt
hair products.
and hair products.
She's big on.
But Davina McCall has got a lot of endorsements.
Nicole Shirtslinger. That's not how you say her last. Shirtsinger?
Scherzinger.
Scherzinger.
Shirt singer.
Slinging shirts.
Scherzinger.
She's selling back alley shirts.
Yeah.
She's a yogurt woman.
Did she do yogurt as well?
She did yogurt.
Yeah.
She got it on her nose as well.
Who knew there were so many yogurts to endorse?
Yeah, you'd think there wouldn't be that many different brands.
I'd love to endorse a yogurt.
They don't want you.
No.
Why would they? You
No,
once
just buy all my letters.
you once said on air that you ate like a kilo of yogurt once and then shat your guts.
No.
out.
No. I said I nearly shat my guts out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said I had to run to the toilet and I evacuated
Indeed.
the
yeah.
second I
You
got
could
there.
do the same thing with toothpaste, and you could get a little bit of toothpaste on your nose because of all that free toothpaste.
You
get.
could eat a kilo
Yeah,
of
I haven't had-
toothpaste.
I'll tell you what I haven't had for free for a while.
Oh no,
An
Toothpaste. I think they've stopped.
they've got wise.
We still
got
get some
what
of
they
their
want.
posts, but it's not interesting.
It's just bills
It's just fuck it. Who knows what it is?
for all that toothpaste.
Yeah. Here's your latest toothpaste bill.
Yeah,
Oh man.
But I haven't had any toothpaste for a long time.
we can tell.
Yeah.
Smell you from here.
That's why we sit so far apart.
Speaking
Yeah.
of teeth,
yeah.
my cat went into the vets this
It's
week.
connected.
Oh, yeah. Have his teeth out.
It was going to be some, turned out to be pretty much all his
Really?
teeth
Oh,
out.
he's just a gummy Joe now.
Gummy Joe, Gummy Jim.
Gummy Brad.
Yeah,
How's he doing?
surprisingly well.
Oh,
actually.
our cat didn't do well after teeth removal, so.
No, well, he was awake the whole time. Yeah,
And I did it.
And you didn't go to a vet.
she shoot a claw hammer.
Come on, Daddy.
Yeah. But no, he's good. He's good. Yeah.
Wonderful.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Maybe if he'd had more free samples. Actually, if his free samples hadn't got lost in the post, maybe
Yeah,
he'd be
I
better.
took those.
Yeah.
Took yours as well.
But no, he's an old cat, and
He's-
he
he's
had
an
a
old
bit-
boy.
He had a bit of tooth decay.
Oh, well, there we are.
And now he doesn't.
He seems happier now.
Yeah, it's impossible to have tooth decay when you don't have teeth.
This is the thing.
That's
Yeah.
what they say.
This is what I've learned.
That age-old expression.
This horrifies me. They used to up until surprisingly recently, it would be a birthday present when you came of age that they'd
Rip your teeth out.
have
Yeah.
all your teeth out.
And then you put in dentures for the rest of your life.
That sounds expensive, doesn't it?
Well,
And
it's
painful.
meant to be the cheaper option.
Really?
Yeah, because
Well, you spend less money
All
on
the
toothpaste.
maintenance.
Well, I
Yeah,
get free toothpaste, so it doesn't really
yeah,
matter.
I think the logic was that there's literally humans.
Aren't supposed to
It's
keep their teeth.
1923, and humans are like, there is absolutely no way on God's green earth that we can
keep
stop
these.
our teeth from getting rotten.
No.
There's just nothing we can do.
So we're just going to have to yank them all out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
fair
no
enough.
one lives past 45 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
Just
doesn't matter. You
Enjoy these.
these last 5
these
years
fictional
of
teeth,
teethlessness.
that horrifies me.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it's like 21. It's like, congrats, son,
Yeah.
have a pint. Now, by the way,
We're gonna rip
Here's
your
a
teeth
flyer.
out.
we are going to rip all your fucking teeth out.
Yeah. Try to hold still.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a challenge.
That really is.
Yeah, that's grim.
My granddad used to have a like some false teeth, not like a full set of gnashes, but I think he had like a little pate he could push up onto the roof of his
And
mouth.
it had some teeth in it.
Some teeth, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fill the gaps
Keep
in.
it in a glass of water by his bed.
Yeah.
Old folks love doing that, didn't they? Just put it in a glass of water. That'll keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll
for
be
the
us?
morning.
Are we all destined to be that?
I don't think so. Because I
think
think
we'll
we
be
look
cooler
after
old
our
people.
teeth better than they did when they were our age.
We'll
You see what
find
I mean?
out.
Like when they were like my mum tells stories about like her mum just never told her to clean her teeth. She never really did as a kid. She had loads of sweets and everything, and now she's got a mouthful of fillings.
But I kind of think sure. I always feel like there's more sugar now. I kind of feel like everyone back
Yeah,
then
I
was
feel
eating
like-
sugars.
There's more sugar in everything else.
That's true.
But kids were eating shit tons of sweets.
Right.
From like the local newsage.
Boiled sweets, innit?
Padium.
I kind of think of it all be eating like gruel or something like that, like
Yeah.
dumplings.
Gruel and boiled
Like
sweets.
bullseyes.
Yeah.
A little bag of bullseyes
Where are
for a
bullseyes
shilling.
now?
Or whatever the fuck. I don't know how much a shilling is. Is
Yeah,
that a
I
lot?
don't know what a shilling. I don't know what a shilling or a
gram.
bullseye is.
Spent a
me
grand
all-
on
give-
bullseyes.
Give me all the bullseyes.
But then people will go like, oh no, it's very simple. A shilling was like 20p, but also a 20p could buy you a house. So I don't know. I don't know what's real.
But not
anymore.
that p.
Nobody knows what anything is back or
No.
t-
Yeah.
is
They
or
could barely
was.
keep track of it.
Yeah.
It sounded more poetic, but imperial currency was an absolute fucking nightmare.
They had crowns.
Half crowns as well.
Half crowns.
Yeah.
Which
God.
is having a half. If that wasn't a coin cut in half, like a semicircle,
missed
Then what are we
Then
even
what are we
doing?
even
Why
doing?
are we
Yeah.
even here?
if that, like, you know what would really annoy me is if a crown was, say, the size of like a 20p,
Yeah.
and then a half crown was a bigger coin, and I bet you any fucking
Wow.
money it was.
That's still the case, isn't it? Because a 10p is bigger than a 20p.
That's true.
I
That's
hate
true.
that shit.
Nobody
Yeah.
carries money anymore.
I think
That's
you'd
true,
have.
no one does.
What was it like? It annoys me that you'd have a penny, but you'd have a halfpenny.
Oh.
A halfpenny. So
That's
half
half
a penny.
Oh.
What are we even doing?
No,
Why are we here? It's
again,
ridiculous.
not half disc.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now we just have cards and currency doesn't really matter.
You can have
There we go, beep,
tuppence.
What?
Yeah, you can have a tuppence. That's 2 pennies.
Well, we
In one
we
coin,
have those now.
Or two welded
I
together.
think it was
Blue
well
tack.
together on the edge.
Yeah.
Like a figure
Just
of
like
8.
figure
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was
I love that.
threepence.
Why does everything have to be discs? Why don't we have some squares in there?
Got some squares?
We do have some
Square
pentagons and
coins.
shit, don't we? I guess, and some octagons.
Yeah, we have heptagons.
Yeah, 7-sided.
A lot of 7-sided coins.
So basically, it's either some sort of gon or a disc. That's all
true.
we
A
get.
gon or a disc.
Sometimes some coins have holes through them, which I think is cool.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You brought back some Norwegian coins. That
From
had
Norway, yeah.
krona.
Oh, where'd you go?
Who knows? Yeah.
For real back. You may have seen it on the news.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be totally honest with you, John. That was 5 years ago, and I really can't remember anything
Is that
about
krona?
that. Yeah, what?
Yeah.
With a
Well,
K.
The
Krona
euro.
with a K.
The
What?
euro?
The
The
euro?
euro?
I don't think they
No, you brought back.
some Norwegian coins.
You didn't bring back euros. That'd be
No,
boring.
I don't think so.
No, it was
can't
krona.
remember.
Why we? No, this isn't a conversation. You brought back. You brought back some krona.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Sounds like something you
Yeah.
Yeah.
robbed a local man.
I don't. Yeah, I have no memory of that.
Confusing matters when.
I remember being in Oslo.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
good.
glad you remember
I should
it,
hope
yeah.
so. Otherwise,
but-
it'd be a really expensive thing to not remember.
Yeah, but I don't remember the money.
No, had a hole in the middle.
You could put it on a string and wear it around your neck.
Yeah,
You could do, yeah.
If you
I
want.
vaguely recall that. Now that you've said it.
What, your holiday?
No, the hole in the coin.
A hole in the coin. Yeah.
I don't know what it was worth or what it looked like.
Isn't that like, don't Chinese coins traditionally have like a square hole
In China,
in the
they just call
middle?
them coins.
Yes, they do. Yes, that's true. They do. Yeah. You know, I found out recently. You know those machines where you put a penny in and then it flattens the penny out and you get like an elongate. It doesn't flatten the penny out. Lies.
Fake.
What?
Fake.
The penny goes into the machine
Yeah.
and it's just stored in a bank, and then a blank disc of copper-like material, much thinner, gets jammed through the machine that you watch happen. It's not your penny.
That is a pity, isn't it?
So lied to, betrayed.
That has honestly blown my mind.
I know.
But also,
That's
now,
what
you,
I
loaded-
but
that's
now
a great
you've said
pity.
it out loud.
Predicated on, yeah, it makes sense, doesn't
A
it?
machine that destroys money.
Yeah, I think that's illegal.
Yeah, it is illegal.
But it's like, if you read all the signage on them, because ever since I learned this fact,
this is
I
not
then
your penny.
check one out. It doesn't say that. But it also doesn't ever claim to be your penny either. So it's like, souvenir oblong, or whatever the fuck it says.
Yeah. Currency themed oblong. That has legitimately blown my mind.
I know, it ruined my life when I heard it.
I
Ruined
loved
my
those.
life.
I used to love those
I had
machines. 'Cause
loads as a kid. Don't
You
want
would
them now.
turn the handle, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Like,
cranky crank.
One would turn the
Heavily
handle.
geared up.
I also
Yeah.
reckon it's astonishingly hard to crush a penny,
Oh, indeed.
even with those gears.
Even with all those gears.
You'd think that'd be quite hard.
Yeah. But I believed in it.
Yeah.
I did.
What a lie.
Because
Until
you had,
just now.
you had a heart full of wonder. You were willing to just
and now I'm
kind of...
slightly less wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderingment.
Yes.
Uh,
Wondericious. Wonder. I wonder.
Coins. I thought I was going to say something interesting there. And it's
No,
actually
it's
kind
gone.
Seems
It's
unlikely.
gone. That would have been a first for this podcast, wouldn't it?
Anyway, we're recording on Halloween
It's too
night.
late. It's too late. Oh, it is.
We
Halloween.
are, yes,
Yeah.
and that you said
It's
those
a
are...
spooktacular.
Because I started us with the
episode.
spook, and I just wanted to make it clear that we're not just randomly talking about
Yeah.
Halloween. We are literally recording on
is
Halloween night.
Has
Halloween
anyone
now.
been visited by the Halloween spirit?
The
Is
three
anyone
spirits of
feeling
Halloween.
Halloweeny?
No.
No.
On the walk here to your very house, I passed about 3,000 children.
Oh, there were a lot of children
out
out.
trick or treating.
Yeah.
Which is quite remarkable.
And that slightly put me in the spirit.
Yeah.
But they don't come to my house, and I actually kind of take it kind of personally.
So they don't come to your
They
house.
don't.
Do you put pumpkins out?
No.
No.
And I know that there's two things you have to do. You either have to make it clear that you're a Halloween-friendly place by putting decorations out, or you have to be on some sort of list. Because, and this is a good one, or maybe it's a bad one. I
There
don't
are
know.
lists that will stop children
Yeah.
coming by
Indeed.
your house.
Yes,
Yeah.
and maybe I'm on that.
Yeah.
But like, I want to be on the list that allows children to come to my house, and the fact that I'm not on that list, what makes me worried I'm on the other list,
Oh, sure.
where
yeah,
kids
yeah.
like don't go to that house. That's the sketchy house, they might
Yeah.
say
Yes.
as they walk past.
That's old man Nick's house.
That's he's cursed.
Once
He'll
children
curse you.
go in there, they never come out.
Thing is, as a boy,
Legally, they do.
as
Yeah,
a young
legally you have
lad,
to say that.
Yes.
growing up, my parents were not a big. Well, my mom was not a big fan of Halloween.
Scared of
Like,
demons.
so we scared of demons because of the incident, you know.
Oh, the
summoning.
demon incident.
It's because of the summoning.
But because and thus we went to a lot of effort to make our house not seem appealing at all. And I think it was.
Did you
truly
put
like-
angels out the
We
front?
put lots of cobwebs out the front
Yeah.
just to put people off.
Make it look really abandoned.
Lots of scary monsters
big,
out there,
big scary spider on
Yeah.
the door.
Got some thigh bones.
and they kept
Yeah.
turning up.
Yeah, I think you just turn the lights off and go to bed early, pray.
But I want them to come.
I
I didn't plan for them to come because I know they never do. So I didn't have any sweets or anything. So if they did
No.
come, it would have been really awkward.
Yeah.
And I had to give them like a pepperami or like, I don't know, a frozen sausage roll.
Here you
or
go,
something.
kids. A pepperami. That's half a pepperami.
I know. You're lucky to get that.
it's too late. It's too late. The door's already shut.
I really want, like, one year I want kids to come to my door and I want to have like the most unhinged food to give them. You know, like freeze-dried omelettes or something. I just got a stack of omelettes. It's just like,
Here you
chicken,
go.
here you go, splotch into their sack. It's like, what's that?
A frozen omelette.
But imagine they open the door and I've got a stack of them. Like, I've got a stack of 20 omelettes
Frisbees.
by the door.
What's the worst thing you could give a kid?
This is my question.
I reckon like it might be like a soup dumpling, like an oversized soup dumpling.
Yes, that's good.
There you go, kids. Cup your hands.
I'm never coming back here. That's
You-
a way to guarantee you'll never get trick-or-treaters again.
a handful of Parmesan.
Or even better, you have the block of Parmesan in a grater and you just go, open
Say
wide!
when.
Say when! All over their Mars bars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would like a tin of sardines, and they just get a single sardine.
Yeah, you open the tin, you go, you can choose.
You choose.
Yeah, you choose.
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 Yeah.
Oh no, it's the sardine man. We need to make record of his address.
I assume you might be familiar with him. I discovered a gentleman's videos,
Oh.
and his entire thing
His OnlyFans.
is indeed his OnlyFans,
Yeah.
where people challenge him to drink or eat things,
Oh no.
and he'll do anything for the likes.
We're going to watch this man die.
For the clout.
And despite myself, I found myself becoming quite amused
Oh, yes.
because he has quite an exaggerated gag reflex.
Oh. no.
to the point where
This is how he gets.
I actually wonder what he eats on a regular day because he really doesn't like Guinness. And Guinness is quite, as a challenge, is quite
Inoffensive.
mild. You
Yes.
know.
That's not a challenge.
No, so someone said, can you drink half a pint of Guinness mixed with half a pint of tomato juice? And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's more
well,
than
that's
a
not
challenge.
that pleasant, but it's not disgusting.
It's probably okay.
You could probably do that.
I reckon that might be quite refreshing.
That's probably a cocktail. There's probably
Yeah.
an official name for it.
You might get drunk and nutritioned
At the same
at the
time,
same time.
Well, there's the Black Velvet, isn't there, which we had.
which we did that
Yeah.
one time.
What's that?
Guinness
well-
and champagne.
Oh fuck me!
Yeah, it's a Cheltenham spectacular.
Half
that.
pint of champagne.
Yes.
I remember getting a hangover and feeling pissed at the same time with that.
Because somebody
It's like
left.
time's folded back on itself.
This is back
Just
in
living the same moment over and over again.
this is back in the House of Trouser. Somebody left a bottle of champagne. In
We
the
couldn't
house.
afford our own champagne.
I did.
Well, no,
Someone had
I
left-
can't now.
So I remember looking at it because it was in the corner. I remember exactly
Yes.
where it was.
Yeah.
It was in the corner by the TV unit, and we went, "Is that champagne?"
Why is there champagne in the house?
And
And
then
it was open
No,
No.
it was a full bottle of champagne, and then there was Guinness in the fridge, which also someone had left.
from a party or something.
Yeah, we'd had a party.
I think we had a party.
They probably had a
There were
party.
quite a few parties
I
in
think
that house.
somehow. Now the question is, how did it even come into our heads to do a black velvet?
I think you suggested it.
did. I
Did you
I'm
come
pretty-
up with
I'm pretty
Black
sure
Velvet?
you
as
said
the
No,
name?
no, because this is the thing. Because Cheltenham is a classy, awful place where everyone comes here to drink and watch horses do their thing,
Yeah.
die most of the time,
Get
and
destroyed.
oh sorry, yeah, no, you're right, yeah, they're destroyed.
Lester
Yeah,
Lester
yeah.
Bigot fell and had to be destroyed.
Much nicer word.
And apparently, there's a big Irish community involved in the races,
Right.
and they like their Guinness, and when they win big, they get a bottle of champagne, and apparently it's just a thing where you just
Mixy.
just
drinky.
mixy, happy. And so I don't know where this came from. I can't take credit. for this.
I'm sure you suggested it.
Does it taste good?
It tastes exactly like Guinness and champagne.
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't really
It's
mix.
like oil and water.
Yeah, they don't really mix.
Well, they do kind of mix, but the flavors don't.
No,
yeah.
you just enjoy them
Like
independently.
literally, whatever you're picturing in your head right now, it's exactly how they taste.
I'm
Yeah.
picturing,
I've never had it.
hippopotamus
I've never had it a
images.
second time. That was the only time I've done
Fair.
it.
It was very hard to physically mix because if you put whichever one you're meant to do, we got it wrong. Because if you put the champagne into the Guinness, it fizzes,
Yeah.
and so like you just get endless head.
Yes.
It took a lot of practice to try and get right.
Yeah.
It's a heavy, exquisite drink.
Yeah.
That I would not recommend to anyone.
Okay.
No, wouldn't do it again.
Well, I don't
Well,
really-
maybe I would.
I don't
But
love Guinness, but I quite like champagne.
We had Guinness in Dublin.
That's the place to have it.
That was delightful.
yeah, went to the Guinness Toll House, Storehouse.
Storehouse, brew house.
Brew
You don't
house,
really, you don't really
house.
Ali
brew
went
it.
to that,
House, yeah.
and she doesn't like beer or Guinness, so she had a Fanta.
Oh no!
Because you get a token at the end. To
Oh
take to the bar.
no!
And she asked, "Can I have a Fanta?"
And the Fanta was black.
Yeah. Guinness it is. No,
Yeah, Guinness it- no,
Fanta.
Fanta.
Guinness.
F.A.
Well, I-
G.
when I was in Canada,
Oh yeah.
we went
you
to
went to Canada?
we went.
You
It
went to
doesn't
Canada?
come up very often. When we did New Year's, went to an Irish bar,
So you did.
and I spent the night alternating between Guinness and Magners.
Alternating.
Alternating. Well, the year was 2008.
That
and
seems foolish.
Alcohol was cheap.
That's gonna get you
and
fucked.
It did. Yeah. Guinness. That's a thick one.
It's
Yeah,
like liquid bread.
Yeah. Your first time I ever had Guinness, I had a headache as soon as I drank it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I.
At the start of this year, I had a real Guinness kick, where I was
Really?
just like, where
So we
I-
call like a big nasty shit.
yeah, well, constantly.
black poops.
I was just like, I'm going to drink a load of Guinness at the start of this year.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
really think of you as a Guinness guy.
Is it
No,
like
I'm not
craving,
really.
Sort of.
I had it like January through March. I mainly drank Guinness in terms of alcohol.
This year.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
And then I've come back to where I'm at, which is
Lighter
this
beers.
lager here.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you feel your body was trying to tell you something? Like, were you like
Maybe.
craving zinc or something? You know,
Zig!
Come back, Zig.
Come back, Zig! Now that it's winter again, I might go back.
I
to it.
haven't,
You never know.
I haven't
Yeah.
had Guinness in a very long time. They say,
Oh, it's very nice.
they famously say, it's got as much fat as a Big Mac.
Fat as a Mac.
I don't know how
a
true
pint
that
of
is.
Guinness.
But
Really? I
Yeah.
can believe that.
Yeah.
it's just because it's thick.
I mean, beer's quite bad for you, I've heard.
sometimes.
No.
No.
No. Who said that? I'll fucking kill him.
Lies. I'll fucking have 'em.
Fucking stab him.
Well, it's nourishing, isn't it?
it
You know,
nourishes a part of me.
liquid bread. They used to call it.
That's what they say,
You know.
Yes,
specifically.
agreed.
Well,
So there you go. Good. Now what?
that'll do for a cold open, I guess.
Well,
How long was that? Jesus.
Is that an establishing shot? What do
Yeah,
we call
that's
it?
fine. Yeah, no. Okay, engage formalities. Who's got a hate?
Oh.
Hey guys.
I've got a hate.
Oh,
and I can
Nick's got
connect it
one.
really nicely to something you just said. Which
Martin
is why I jumped
McCutcheon.
in. It's
Guinness.
I hate Martin.
Oh,
no,
no.
I could never hate Martin McCutcheon.
Nobody could.
Look at that face.
Guinness.
It's not Guinness.
No.
The McRib.
Oh.
The McRib is back.
You hate it.
The McRib is back, and I had one today.
walked past McDonald's the other day and I saw an ad for the McRib and I wondered.
McRib.
The McRib, yeah.
my lady.
You had one.
I've never had a McRib.
I've never had a
before.
McRib.
So I had one today.
Interesting.
I was housebound because the
Oh,
builders.
because of all the McRib you've been eating.
Yeah, I'm McRib bound.
If you have another rib,
I swear to God.
not even the McRib, just
You'll
another
die.
rib.
Any kind of rib. No, because the builders are still building. They be building.
Indeed.
And so I had to get takeout. Because I couldn't leave the house because they were away and they were coming back at any minute. I didn't know when they were going to be back.
Yeah.
So I went on Just Eat, and at the top was McDonald's saying the McRib is back. They obviously paid for like an ad or something, and I was like, well, I've never had a McRib.
No.
Maybe now's the time to try a McRib. Thinking, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
It's really not very
It's
nice.
not ribs, though, is it?
It's certainly not a rib.
It's not ribs.
Is it full of bones like ribs?
No, there's no bone.
Therefore, it is not ribs.
I think their idea of what it is that it's rib meat, but I don't think it's that.
So have they
either.
taken rib meat, stripped it off the ribs,
Very much doubt
formed it
it.
into some kind of like pate?
Isn't it? It's
Patty.
is it ridged?
Patty.
It's ridged, isn't it? Like ribs.
It's
somewhat.
Very slightly.
Yeah.
And if so, it's probably been forced into a mold of some
Yeah, that's
kind.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
yeah.
The best thing about it was that it had gherkins in it.
What is
And
it
that's
like?
not saying a lot.
Is it in a burger bun or in
No,
like
it's
a
like
longer,
more of a long
like
submarine roll.
like a
kind of.
sandwich?
You know the chicken royale from Burger King?
Yeah.
The chicken one that's
Yeah.
long. It's the exact same shape as that. Basically.
Okay, and it's long.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say really long, but like more submarine-y than round.
And is it a patty?
Yes, very much so.
Right.
And it's advertised as just
it's not ribs.
pork, just a pork patty, right? So I think if it wasn't for the fact it's doused, and by doused I mean wet, with sauce, that's a rib sauce. I think they think. I think
That's-
America thinks.
That's rib eating sauce.
That'd be really.
It's not ribs.
because you know how the way they treat wings in America, chicken.
Yes.
wings. And it's basically the wings are the least important part.
Yeah,
it's the sauce.
The sauce is
So it's like when you buy wings, you're basically buying whatever sauce du jour, as I think they say in France and America, that you have on it. I think ribs are the same. Rib meat and ribs themselves, very underwhelming. Very small amount of meat, a lot of bone.
You have to get ribs, like proper ribs. You have to get right.
And you,
If you're gonna have
to
ribs, they can very easily be shit.
yes,
Ribs.
and you have to have a shitload of them because
Yeah,
there's so
right.
little meat on them, right?
Yeah.
So the gimmick, the enjoyment comes from the sauce they're doused in. I think.
Right.
And
But here there's only one option, and that's McRib sauce.
but then I think that experience has been distilled and evolved in America over the last 4 years. or
Into
whatever,
this.
into rib sauce, which in their opinion is
Barbecue.
that's basically yeah. It's rib,
Yeah, so because
the
I'm
essence of rib.
I'm just picturing basically barbecue sauce. And is that only a novelty for McDonald's because they don't serve barbecue sauce on anything else?
Not burgers, I don't think. No,
I
correct.
think
Yes.
barbecue sauce is the most overrated of all the sauces.
Oh,
Over it, because you're a big barbecue. You eat a lot of barbecue sauce.
No, used to.
Used to.
I like barbecue sauce.
No, not
For
really
chippies.
anymore.
What changed?
Don't know. Too sweet.
It is sweet.
Too sweet
That
now.
is true.
Which is very funny because if I think of all the people in my life, gun to my head, if someone said barbecue sauce,
Would
free
ya?
association, I would have said Chris Ray.
Would you? No.
Well, you did used to be identified by your love for barbecue.
barbecue sauce and vinegar.
Those were your two
That was,
staples.
that was what I was after.
So you could have
Self-
mixed those two.
Self and caked in it as well. You know,
Yeah.
had a big mucky grill.
Don't have either now. Although having said that, I did have barbecue sauce before I came here.
Really, what with?
Genuinely, we have what we call wrap pizzas
Oh.
at home. So that's like wraps and pizza ingredients,
And then roll them up,
roll them up.
write them in.
I
count 'em out.
yeah, I've said that. I genuinely had a base of barbecue sauce on a
There you
wrap.
go.
So you had
before I
like
came here.
a fajita,
Yeah,
some cheese,
yeah, like a
barbecue
pizza,
sauce.
like a pizza,
Yeah,
but on
no.
a wrap.
Yeah, okay, no, come with
What's
me.
confusing you, John?
Okay, no,
Instead of tomato sauce.
no, I just
as the
really want
base.
to picture this. You've got some like a fajita, tortilla. Thank you, a tortilla, some cheese.
Well, probably sauce first, right?
Your sauce first.
Barbecue
What barbecue sauce?
Barbecue sauce. It depends. Sometimes I'll have passata.
Yeah, but tonight,
Tonight I had barbecue.
right?
Okay, are you cooking? If you have passata, are you cooking with passata?
Yeah, it goes
It's
in the
not- it's
oven.
not
This
just
goes
from
in the
a-
oven. Yeah,
Does it go in the oven open?
yeah.
and then you roll it up after it's cooked.
You can. Or you can just
But
eat
do
it like
you?
pizza.
Oh, okay.
Do I?
What do you do?
I
Tell me
fold.
now.
I fold it
Into a
twice.
calzone.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's after you want it.
Okay.
That sounds quite
It's just
good.
when you said like a wrap, I thought you just taken like some cheese and some barbecue
No,
sauce in a
no,
tortilla.
no.
In your hand.
It's somewhat refined.
Okay,
That sounds good.
It's all right.
I'd
No, it's
eat
all
the
right.
crap out of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit like a quesadilla.
But genuinely, I don't care that much for barbecue, so I prefer burger sauce.
I like
If I'm having a
but-
sauce.
Now, but what is the mysterious burger sauce? It's kind of
Who
like
knows?
pinkish, isn't it?
It's
No, it's like
gherkins, isn't it?
yellow.
There's gherkins in it.
It's
like-
gherkins, I think. I think it's
Yeah.
gherkin flavoured. Or sometimes if you're lucky, it's got chunks of gherkin in it.
Yeah.
Isn't it like what do you call it? Thousand Island?
Yes, which is just ketchup and mayonnaise mixed together.
I've heard that. True? Is that true?
Yes. I'm going to say
Is that
yes.
true? Yes.
Yes, I think
Is
that's
what
true.
you said just said true?
Yes, but then Heinz released their own version of that, and they called it saucy sauce, and I don't like that. That's a bad,
Saucy sauce.
That's a bad name.
What about where do you stand on Heinz salad cream?
Don't stand on
salad cream.
Don't stand on it.
Is it called salad cream?
It's called salad cream.
Yeah.
I like salad cream.
What are you doing to that beer?
What have you? Oh my
Don't you
god!
should-
I can't. No, it's fine. I can't get it open. There we are.
I like salad cream.
I've never had salad cream.
I don't like it as a dip. You've never had it.
I don't think so.
I've never had
I
it.
can't recall it.
It's got a very unique flavour.
It hasn't proliferated.
Not really.
It's-
you can
it's-
still buy it.
You can't go into like maybe I understand not in America, but in the UK you can't go into like a fast food establishment and have like can I have salad cream on my
I don't
chips?
think of it as a dippy sauce. I don't think you dip your chips in salad cream. I only see salad cream as use in a sandwich with salad in it.
Interesting.
So if I was to have a cheese and say cucumber sandwich, which I like quite a lot, and there was some salad cream kicking around,
cucumber.
yeah, cheese and cucumber, amazing.
Yeah.
Put some salad cream on that. It's good.
It's like
That does sound all right.
It's like a
I
slight.
can't ever recall having it.
It's very. It's almost impossible to describe. It's like a yellowish. Like imagine mayonnaise but slightly yellow,
Yes.
Beige.
and it's got
Yes.
kind
yeah.
of.
And you'd think it would be like mayonnaise, and it really isn't at all.
No, it's like a. Well, it just tastes
Tangy,
like salad
is it?
cream.
Is
I
it
can't.
tangy? I'm
Tangy,
trying to think.
yeah.
if I've
I
had
think
it.
there is a
Yeah.
tang.
Maybe I have had it.
Apparently,
Tang.
well over a decade ago, maybe even 2 decades ago, because we're old now. Pardon me. Heinz tried to discontinue it, and there was a public outcry because apparently there was a subset of people who put it on their feet.
Oh my god.
Well, for what reason?
Sexual.
do
No.
you mean? I thought you were serious.
What do you mean?
What do you elucidate? No, apparently there
for
was
your
a
feet.
whole community of people who would soak their feet in salad cream.
Why?
Sexual.
Stop saying that.
As I say, sexual.
I'm doubling back.
I don't know. I guess it just kind of felt good.
I'm gonna look it up,
Maybe
John.
did
Yeah.
it soften their feet? Perhaps.
Why? Feet.
What? Oh no.
Salad cream.
Salad. Cream.
Yeah. Did you mean?
Question point.
Why feet in salad cream?
Question point.
The AI answer is of no use. It just tells me what salad cream
Oh,
is.
can I switch that off?
No.
There's got to be a way.
If you ask Google, how do I turn off the Google AI?
AI
It
answers.
says maybe you should use another browser.
Really?
Yeah.
Foot cream.
I'm finding that very annoying, that AI thing.
It says they use it for foot cream, but I don't know what that... Massage oil.
Oh.
What?
Fuck.
Just buy massage oil.
Particularly Gen Zers were baffled about what the condiment even was, apparently. Oh,
So,
they,
well,
make,
it's basically a description of what it is.
they make £30 million a year on salad cream.
Heinz do all right.
Salad cream alone.
Annual sales, £30 million.
Heinz do well. Don't
Isn't
they?
it?
That's their 5th best-selling table sauce,
Oh,
Apparently.
Wait. Ketchup's number 1.
probably.
They do a mayonnaise.
They do. Would you call that a table sauce? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Barbecue, though, is probably second, right?
Do
Then
Heinz-
mayonnaise.
Heinz do a barbecue.
They do.
Mustard.
They do a mustard. That could be 4th.
That's got to be it, right? Hasn't it?
That's the
Ketchup,
triumvirate, or whatever the fuck.
Mayo.
Ketchup,
Is
mayo,
mustard-
barbecue, mustard, salad cream.
They do loads, though, Heinz.
They do,
Well,
but they're not going to be the top
Fam-
five.
famously,
Yeah, that's
famously,
not table
but-
sauce.
Oh, it could be.
well,
how you
famously,
use
they
it.
do 57 varieties of sauce, or would you include beans in that?
Well, maybe the sauce in the beans is a unique sauce.
I imagine that's what it is.
Because I heard a rumor, I don't know if this is true, that apparently the whole kind of 57, when they first came up
a
with
lie.
it, they just made it up.
I can believe that.
So we need something for the marketing that
an
sounds
arbitrary
good.
number, yeah.
So they just picked a number.
Yeah.
And now they may now have
I expect they do.
57 varieties.
Yeah, but they've ended up there accidentally.
Yeah. Chris, you're a man who appreciates a kind of pre-made sauce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate a pre-made sauce.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't leave me out of this.
I make my own sauce as well now.
Oh fucking hell.
I
Gosh,
make my own sauce.
you've changed.
What sort of sauce do you make?
Oh, all sorts.
Sour cream?
Vinegar and gravy.
Vinegar
Vinegar mixed with barbecue sauce?
gravy, and what did I do yesterday?
What did you do?
We made a blue cheese sauce the other day.
I like
A blue cheese sauce.
Yeah, we did a
French?
chicken and leek blue cheese sauce.
That would run riot in my innards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very nice.
Probably kill
what
me.
Yeah.
went into it?
Cheese, blue cheese, I think. Stupid question.
Oh, that was
Stock went into it. What else did we have?
a sachet of blue cheese sauce.
Sachet of blue cheese sauce. Leeks obviously went in it.
In the
No,
sauce.
wait.
In the sauce.
Oh,
In the sauce?
in the sauce.
Yeah. Leeks were the first in. Then, oh Christ, what was it?
I need to know there's more to this than just you just melting some blue cheese. Like,
No,
what made it a sauce?
What do you mean?
Egg.
Come with me on this journey. Like,
Stock,
okay, that sounds like a soup.
Water.
chicken stock, water for the stock.
Okay.
Ingredients, cream cheese,
Ingredients. See below.
blue cheese.
You've said blue cheese twice now.
No, I said cream
Twice
cheese.
as much in it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Then I
I'm
said
Oh
sorry.
yeah,
blue
cream
cheese.
cheese is a good basis for a sauce.
Yeah. I can't remember. There's other stuff probably, but
I made my own pesto the other day.
Wow.
that's good.
Yeah, it was really good.
I put pre-made pesto on some
There's
salmon.
a lot of shit in that.
Pine nuts.
Pine nuts.
Pine nuts.
Pine nuts are great. By
Gotta
the way.
get some pine nuts.
Roast them as well a little bit so they char.
Oh,
Oof, bloody hell, smelling that. Oh yeah.
I
know-
put
you
a
know what
blue,
a pine nut
blue
isn't?
cheese.
What is it?
a nut.
Fucking hell.
It's not a nut.
Not again.
When are nuts just going to be nuts?
Well, yeah, the world
what
gone
I
bad.
wanna
That's
know.
what I say.
I put a pesto crumb on some salmon yesterday.
Oh.
All right. Anyway, enough of this, dickheads, because we've gotten way off.
Sorry,
McGregor here.
what are we talking about?
We've come a long way
Yeah.
from vinegar and barbecue sauce. That's
Haven't
all
we?
I'm saying.
No,
Haven't
sorry,
we
you're
just-
right. So footnotes, McRib, brilliant, no complaints.
That's not it. No.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Wrong.
Right.
It tasted
No,
like
you're twisting my words.
it tasted like a burger from the past
Oh,
in a bad way.
Oh,
well, that's because it is, isn't it?
Yes.
By definition.
But also, you'd think that maybe because I never had it before, so it wasn't like I was nostalgic for it and that it tasted just the same. It weirdly tasted like how food used to taste in the 90s, which we put up with at the time. But all food, McDonald's and everyone, all the shit foods, have also had to get
Moved
better,
on.
right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Because of how times have changed and how we've gotten more serious about killing people with food, right?
Yeah.
With that being a bad thing, generally considered, right? So
think
even McDonald's now is of a higher standard than McDonald's, say, in the 90s. But this tasted like the 90s, and I realised how bad that was.
I can imagine. Maybe I must have had a McRib at some point, but I can imagine exactly how it would be, and it's dry, horrible, congealed shit.
Yeah,
which is not a rib. What?
That's almost exactly it.
I'm agreeing. Like I'm here.
That's
with-
almost exactly right. Yeah.
So it's in a bun, obviously.
It is in a bun.
Got some lettuce.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
No, I don't think there was lettuce.
So it's just a.
So there was this patty that was too big for the bun, so it stuck out either end. Bit
Okay.
bad on the old visuals there. Slathered
Yeah.
in this brown sauce.
Drowning.
With drowning. Which,
Yeah.
although was kind of barbecue-esque, was also kind of not as well. It was very much like whatever the fuck
They
rib
have a-
sauce is.
Dedicate. Yeah. Okay. Rib sauce.
But
Yeah.
it's not their barbecue sauce, I can tell you that for a fact. Gherkins. I think that was it.
Have you ever had beef rib?
Generally.
Generally, yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, like
Are they
ribs.
big?
Ribs of beef.
Oof.
Is that like that bit at the beginning of the Flintstones where...
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a massive fucking rib
Fucking
with
hell.
meat on it. It's great.
So what do you do? Do you rip off each individual bone?
Well, you wouldn't have more than one of them.
Was there a lot
I
of meat
don't-
on
I
one
don't-
then?
It's a big bone with
Okay.
meat surrounding it,
Right.
but it's
you
an
pick it
actual.
up.
It's a cow's rib.
And you gnaw on it.
Oh.
Nom, 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 nom.
So,
Yeah,
so it's not quite like it's not like Flintstones. We get like a whole rack of ribs.
No.
just get one
You
rib.
wouldn't want more than one of them.
Right. Okay.
Big.
Well, Fred shouldn't have wanted more than one of that dino ribs
He's
that he
a
had.
greedy fucker though. He
shouldn't
ain't got a
have had
neck,
that.
has he?
For
I mean,
example-
maybe he was
yeah.
taking that home for the
If
family.
you look at the fact that John Goodman played Fred Flintstone, that's all you need to know
That's all
really
you need
about
to
his
know.
problems.
It did total his car.
It
did,
did.
yeah.
Yeah. It was
So-
an impractical. Yeah.
Deliveroo could not get that to your door.
No. I
Get out on a
went
bike.
to a rib restaurant in Belgium once.
Okay.
Wow.
It was an
Gosh.
all-you-can-eat rib and red wine place.
So rich.
Yeah.
Christ alive.
That is
But
gout
and
incarnate.
I went
Gout
with
Palace.
I went
That's what it
with
was called.
two
No,
people.
Lookout Palace.
sorry, in and gout.
It really, it felt like it.
Where was that energy at the Iceland brief? That's what
I'm
I want
sorry.
to know.
I'm sorry.
I went with two people who you two know.
Oh,
okay.
James and James.
Oh,
the
the two
two
Jameses.
the
Yeah,
Jameses.
yeah.
And we went to town on that place.
Well, yeah.
And the locals were looking at us that we got in their house on Christmas Day and pissed on their kids because we were very uncouth. We were just chowing.
I mean, that is what it says over the door.
I've never. This is all you can eat.
In and gout.
Whereas, but I think in Belgium it just means just eat what you can.
Eat a small
Yeah,
amount.
as an
please.
eat a
Not
respectful,
not turn up and like
eat a polite amount.
have to go for 2 mid-meal shits just to clear some space.
Make some space, yeah.
Yeah.
And you ate a chair as well. I think.
we weren't conversing.
No.
Well, that's valuable chowing time.
Yeah.
Three beasts.
I'm not wasting my jaw on talking. An all you can eat
You've only got
place.
so much energy.
I love the energy of turning up and like we're not here to have
Guys,
fun.
we're not here to talk.
We're not
This
here
is
to-
business.
We're not
This
here to-
is strictly business.
This is strictly meat time.
We've been for some strong Belgian. I was in Ghent. We'd been for some strong Belgian lagers.
No, that was what you had after
That was, yeah, it really was. And then we thought, let's go to an all-you-can-eat rib place.
Okay,
Great
so
idea. And red wine.
You've
And
been,
red wine.
Yeah, so
Fucking hell.
we cannot stress enough how you've been drinking strong Belgian beers,
Yes.
and then you went for some red wine and a
Ribs.
not
Small.
insignificant amount of ribs.
There was a bucket, as in like a proper
Bone
sized bucket, full of ribs by the time we were done. Yeah.
It's like a skeleton.
I gotta ask, what was the shit like the
I
next?
don't know.
Blocked it out.
I was pretty I think
The toilet, I mean.
mentally it's important that I do. Yeah. Good though.
Christ
I'd go
alive.
back.
Sounds better than a McRib, that's for sure.
Yeah, fuck the McRib.
Yeah, fuck the McRib.
Yeah. What about that?
Fuck
It's-
rib.
Can I just ask, like, what about that sad sandwich you're describing is meant to evoke like Tennessee barbecue and it just
Tennessee
sounds,
is turning in its grave.
there's nothing ribby about it.
No.
You can call it a muck slab; it would do the same job.
Should have called it the McSlab. That's quite good, actually. It's catchy. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
I've got to hate.
Got hate?
I hate when people share personal news on LinkedIn. And
LinkedIn is not for that.
and it's not for that, and they do it in a business way.
Oh, God.
You know when it's just like,
Yeah.
because I mean, LinkedIn
the worst
is
place
full
on-
of the wankiest people.
It's the worst place on earth.
This was prompted by
It's awful.
so the bloke who owns Brewdog,
Oh, yeah.
has-
Notoriously great person.
I mean Fermentation Hound,
B dog.
recently got engaged to a celebrity.
Who's
of
the celeb?
sorts.
Is it Martine McCutcheon?
Is it
No,
Martin?
it's not Marty McCutcheon. It's someone from Made in Chelsea, I think.
Oh, not much of a celeb,
Georgia Toffolo.
Oh, she
Anyway.
loves yogurt.
So his post said, Georgia Toffolo and I did a very cool deal at the end of last week.
Oh, no.
It's a very long-term contractual arrangement,
Oh, no.
which looks poised for future growth. Lots of mutual investment into this. Fuck you. How about that?
Tell me you're a wanker without saying.
What does he mean by mutual investment?
I'd have no idea.
Who else is fucking his wife?
I
That's
have.
what I want to know.
But it's not. It happens a lot. People are posting personal stuff on LinkedIn. It's like, why are you doing this? Why are you exposing yourself to your business contacts in this way? Nobody wants this. Do you want to be sharing this, and do people want to be hearing this?
LinkedIn is for business.
And especially in
only.
such a wanky way as well.
LinkedIn very much gives the impression that everybody is being held hostage there. Like, unless they're the hostage takers, some people seem to really enjoy it, and everyone else is like, I hate everything about this.
Nobody
but
can like their job that much.
There's a
They
gun to my
just
head.
feel the need to post everything on LinkedIn.
There's a very real sense of my boss is watching.
yes,
isn't it?
yeah.
Because he is.
You
Or she.
You've been tasked to do a thought leadership piece about your job. Wow. So now you have to write an inspirational 400 words about, I don't know, concise copywriting,
Good.
or something like that.
Synergistic.
I'll do it in
thinking.
350.
Oh,
will you?
there we go.
That's
concise.
worse.
That's concise.
That's
though,
bad.
isn't
You're
it?
fired.
I got a 400 word limit. Do it in 350.
Watch
And
this.
then-
Watch me write.
Concise.
But also because LinkedIn is just like, utterly saturated with the most inane bullshit
Yeah.
you could imagine. You then get the people who,
I read every post I read on LinkedIn. I just think, fuck it.
but you then get
Someone's taking time out of their day for this.
but you get the people who recognise that it is just
Yeah.
vacuous horseshit, and then but they're not smart enough to escape it, so they think I'm going to be
I'm going to
subversive.
post about it.
And so they post and they go, the other day I was browsing LinkedIn and I had a powerful revelation because everything's a fucking lesson. And they go, actually, I didn't. Subversion, I'm actually very clever. I'm twisting this and turning it on its head. You're still reading, dickhead.
You've
got me.
If you phrase it in that way, or in a way that you would not phrase it on Facebook, say, you're a wanker. By definition, because you're phrasing it in a business way for people who don't matter in your life. It's like, I get added on LinkedIn by fucking who cares all the time. And it's like, why post for these people? And why post when you get engaged? And why say, I've entered into a long-term contractual agreement with brackets fiance. I look forward to you looking at future growth.
Because everything has to be
Baby.
everything has to be a lesson and a potential for growth. And some of the saddest shit I've seen on LinkedIn is when people have been unemployed for a long time, and they
should
have
be on LinkedIn,
to, because LinkedIn is where you might get that job that will save your career. You have to put your career. You're not unemployed. You're employed at unemployed.
I'm employed at unemployed.
You have to write that.
At
As in,
freelance.
so you don't have a gap in your employment record. You go, I'm currently employed at a period of reflection and
self-reflection.
personal growth.
Oh my god.
That is
Yeah.
voluntary.
A sabbatical.
Yes,
But
yeah.
why do people need to know that?
I
guess
And
because
in
they're
such a
afraid
shit-
that they
such a
won't-
way.
Because they know what will happen when they apply for a job. The employer will go look at their LinkedIn and be like, "You've been unemployed for
The thing
2
is,
years."
LinkedIn is useful
Yeah.
for that in terms of like career history. It is useful somewhat.
It's not.
But that's it. That's all it's good for. And it's like, you don't need to be posting on it about this, that, and the other.
Nobody
You
should
really
ever
don't.
be posting. Yeah, and it's just full of like, if they're not.
Even people who go on like maternity leave is like, I'm delighted to be starting a new position as baby's mum. And it's like, no, stop. People don't need to know this. It's your business.
Well, if they're not-
This is your personal life. Stop sharing it.
If they're not high grade wankers
Mm.
who are just talking about, I bought a coffee the other day, which really got me thinking
Really
about
thinking
what
about
it
consumerism.
about service and what
Yeah.
it means to do a good job.
Yeah.
The barista smiled at me, which makes me think that I should lay off about 25% of my workforce. Really, we're all making sacrifices, you know.
Yeah.
Or now it's just like incessant grifters who are just going like, how AI can,
Oh, God.
you know,
Oh, yeah. I bet there's a lot of that.
revolutionize your.
At first, I was skeptical, but I've seen the powerful usage of AI across multiple businesses now, and I can see how it's making an impact for my clients. Read fucking Tarquin III's story,
Which may not be real.
which may or may not be real. He may be AI. It's hard to say at this point.
I just.
And buy my NFT.
Do you realise? Is it like a slow march to the grave? Like, how do you? Are you aware of how vacuous a person you are, or like, you know? And do you hate every minute of it? But this is the dance.
Do you struggle to
Yeah.
write that 400-word piece about the barista that made you think about firing half your workforce? Because you realise that you have so little to talk about that you're pulling from nothing. You're mining these hopeful veins for content, and you're realising that you have nothing to say about anything.
Yeah.
Or
I just don't understand what anyone gets out of that. And people like do the clapping or the like or the whatever the fucking hell the emojis are, how you react on LinkedIn. It's like, nobody cares.
but also
Can you
like
remember any of the things you've ever read on LinkedIn?
of a day. I don't care what your job is. It's like even shitting out some inane bullshit about how, you know, kind of kicking a homeless person on your way into the office really made you reassess your priorities.
Yeah, sure.
It's like that takes time.
Yeah.
Even coming up with vacuous nonsense takes time.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, if you have time in your job to do that, I'd be like, oh no.
I know. Yeah.
Maybe you're
Isn't that a
expendable.
bad sign?
Yeah, like
yeah.
maybe your
Just
job.
do your job.
Yeah.
Just do your job and go home and spend time with the people who matter. Don't fucking keep talking to these
But
people
I
who
think
don't
it's
matter.
one of those self-fulfilling things, isn't it? Where the very same people who write some of that vacuous bullshit are the same people who like it when other people do it. Because if they self-justify,
Yeah.
then they don't feel as bad about when they do it. So it's all like they're all just drinking the fucking Kool-Aid.
I don't think anyone genuinely likes or means anything they do on LinkedIn.
It's all lies.
It's all like,
all
Yeah,
pantomime.
and I think everybody knows this.
Everyone's
Yeah.
playing it.
it's all a game. And
Yeah.
but then if everyone's playing the game that nobody wants to win, are there any winners,
Oh,
Fuck, that's profound.
or are they just losers?
That's like modern Shakespeare. That
Oh, there are just losers.
they are all losers.
They are all losers. There you go.
I can't help but feel.
That's what I think. That's what it boils down to.
I always feel that like the people who are actively doing interesting stuff are too busy
To write
to be
about it.
posting
Oh, yeah.
about it on LinkedIn.
Or anywhere. for that
Anywhere.
I think
matter.
Literally,
any
yeah.
business related posts are wanky, but I suppose it's a business platform, and that's okay. I suppose it's just the personal news. It's like, why have you put that on there?
Am I
Why
wrong?
does it matter that your business contacts know about that?
I remember the very first time I ever got a LinkedIn account, which was probably rounded up 3,000 years ago ish. Like, I didn't think there was a newsfeed or any sort of way
Maybe
to
there
update your
wasn't.
status. I think it was purely a place that you built a network out of employees and employers and stuff like that, and where you're currently working, and you could build, because you had like the first, second, and third like connections, don't you, sort of thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you could send messages to people.
I don't
I'm-
even like that.
But I'm pretty sure in the very earliest of days there was no news feed. There was no
No, maybe
posting a
not.
status kind of thing to a feed.
Yeah.
I don't like it when I get messages from like salesmen going, "Hey, I'm looking to build my business network. Fuck
Oh,
off.
yeah,
How about
yeah.
that?"
Yeah.
I'm not.
I check it like once every 4 years or something.
Yeah.
And when I do, I realise I've got all these messages from people which kind of look personal, but they're probably just like copy and paste.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
So great to connect.
It was great to see your recent business achievement.
We've helped many businesses like you exceed their Q1 goals.
It's all that. We're joking about this, but it's literally that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool to make twice as many recent business achievements?
I got a message on LinkedIn the other day saying that making money is great and all,
Yeah.
but investment is very
Oh,
important, which is
yes.
why you should really invest in whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh,
Someone had paid to message me, which is a thing that LinkedIn offers,
Yeah.
to tell me
to invest in whiskey.
to invest in
You should
whiskey.
invest in whiskey that you can literally piss away.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you get to drink it. I think
Oh,
you're just
well,
literally putting money.
forget that. Not interested.
Yeah.
Invest in Guinness.
I can't wait to see what you achieve next in future endeavour.
Insert text here.
Shit! Oh, fuck, I've pressed it now.
This is very much like, there but for the grace of God. Because a few years ago when I was like looking for work, I was checking LinkedIn like daily.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, but
It's
no, but when you're looking for a
miserable.
job,
Yeah.
it's when these
But
people who are in
then,
a job.
why do you need to engage in this fucking merry-go-round?
Charade.
But this is the dance we all get drawn into. It's awful.
Yeah.
Utterly awful.
I wouldn't. I can't. I don't think I've ever. Maybe I have commented on my colleagues when they've gone, "Oh yeah, I did well this year. My social media did well." I'm like, "Oh yeah, nice one, cool." But I wouldn't comment on just some random wankers.
No. Well,
Post about, "Oh, I got a dog. I've got a new head of operations. It's my dog. Fuck off. How about that?"
and here's what that taught me.
Yeah.
About kind of
I
achievable
feel like it's a lot
goals.
of bootlicking as well there, because I remember like when I was at the agency, my boss would use LinkedIn to try and maintain or find new clients, and he would often like if the client posted something, like the marketing director of company X said something, he would comment on it, just going, "Oh, great to see you doing successful, mate," like, or whatever. He would write better than that, but something like that. And it was always like a little nudge to remind them
Just to
that
say
we
you're
exist.
alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's all a game. Nobody means anything they say on there.
No.
That's what it is, and it's mainly recruiters. But I don't think anyone gives that much of a shit about what they do, that they post this kind of wanky stuff.
Well, no, and
That,
you want to
that
be
is so self-absorbed and self-involved.
and you'd hope that if you had the courage to break rank and just go, guys, this is shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody puts
You-
that on LinkedIn.
Yeah, but you'd hope
Nobody's
that
honest
everyone
on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But even if they are, it'll just get pushed down in the algorithm because
Yeah.
you're not playing the game.
It's for one platform where I would actually feel tempted to become an aggressive, malignant troll.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like there are posts on LinkedIn, but I would not on any other platform where I am so tempted to just go, this is bad and you're a bad person. Like, everything about this is awful.
Fuck you,
like,
Reginald.
Like, please, avoiding hyperbole or misunderstanding, you are a shit.
But it's
and I want you to know that.
It's literally for clout, though. 'Cause
Yeah.
why else are you doing it? By definition.
Yeah.
Why else are you doing it?
Yeah, it's just awful.
It's weirdly almost more for clout than, say, Facebook, which is a
Oh, it is.
platform for bragging. Like, basically, social media, in general, is a
Yeah.
place to brag.
Yeah.
Because the only things we ever share on those are our own achievements
Yeah,
and
yeah,
successes
yeah.
and happiness, right?
Yeah.
So, but even social bragging, it's kind of what anecdotes are, right? When you meet up with your friends,
Yeah.
you tell them your success stories, everyone goes, ha ha ha, well done. But, like, work bragging... or professional, look at this lesson I learned, brat.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
Because no one's having a good time in the job anyway.
No.
Like, you just...
And you're lying if you say you are.
Yeah, you just turn up, you do what's necessary, and you go home.
Yeah.
Like, for God's sake, you're not paid enough to believe in it.
No.
Yeah.
You know, I think the world would be better if we could just all drop the pretense of pretending like we actually... You know, it's like, where do you want to be in 5 years? Well, I don't know, probably here, maybe somewhere else. I don't know.
Yeah, who
like,
knows?
you're paying for 40 hours of me.
I've learned. Here's a business lesson for you.
There we go. Put this
After
on LinkedIn.
12 years of shit in my previous job, where I was encouraged to network and I hated it, I've learned that it's just like, turn up, do your best, and if you can say you've done your best, no matter what happens, that's cool. And be honest at work. If someone asks you a question, give an honest answer. Don't just say what they want you to hear.
Yeah, that's good.
That's all I would say about business. And not even about business, just about your job.
Yeah.
Stop calling it business, it's your job.
Yeah, I fear it's people whose identities are too tied up in the work they do rather than the life they live.
Which is sad, really.
It is a bit sad.
We had some high-end managers, and I think they were potentially paid enough where they either did care, or they had to care, or they had to at least pretend they cared.
One of those
Because
three.
they did seem to have drunk the Kool-Aid,
Yeah.
and it's
I would never want to be in that situation where you have to do stuff like that, or you feel like you have to do stuff like that.
My pet pocket theory is that the only people who really care in work are the people right at the top and the people right at the bottom. And by bottom, I mean people who set up their own businesses.
That's what,
Because if you set up your own business
and it's quaint,
and you're doing what you give a shit about and the money is kind of just enough to get by because really what you care most about is the thing you're doing,
Yeah.
then you give a shit.
Yeah.
And if you're a CEO,
yeah,
you've only taken that job because you've decided to make that
you're
your
willing
everything.
to sell your life.
Because, like,
away.
Ali tells me about the CEO of Spirax, the company she works for, which is like a multi-billion pound company or whatever, and he literally is on call all the time.
Imagine
Yeah.
that.
Every hour of every day. If something happens on a grand
You gotta be
publicity scale,
Yeah.
he'll be woken up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's he chose that. So he can only have gone for that job if he wanted that.
But it's also kind of, I do think about this because, like, on the level that each of us in this room have ever worked in a conventional job, our salaries were or are so much lower
Oh, yeah.
than... I often wonder, like, if I could somehow... This is never going to happen now, but if I'd, like, blagged my way into a position of caring, like, how far could you go just putting in minimum effort?
The base amount required.
Because I worked in a job where
I think you can go really far.
Yeah, I think you can.
because
yeah.
I worked in a job where we had a dude who, around the time I was starting in it, he was quite a high level team lead and manager. Like, we're talking like manager's manager,
Yeah.
and he was so bad at his job that the company actually put him on gardening leave. But again, you can't. It's the higher you get, the harder it is to fire you.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So they're like, we're probably talking like 6-figure salary, but they were like, he's shit. It's better for us to just pay for him to sit at home for
Then
2
him come
months,
in.
Oh my.
because he would actually just do more damage here than he would.
Probably on LinkedIn.
But he's still
probably
getting
one of the people
paid.
who's on LinkedIn.
Still getting paid.
If I was
That's
getting paid that
unbelievable.
much, it's like, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
days.
not?
But like, I prided myself in never doing a bad job the entire time I was working.
Yeah.
Conventionally, but like, I never really like cared because it wasn't. It was a way to make money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's all it ever really was. I cared to the point of like giving a shit of doing a decent job at the bare minimum of what I had to do to make the money.
Yeah.
But I could never muster any, and part of it was because I had a big old dream of my own and thing that I wanted to build or whatever. But like, yeah, I mean, What more can they ask? Really?
Yeah.
But can't we just be honest about this? Because
I know.
I feel like
I think people should be honest. It's like
I
now,
think so.
being well honest. I like my job now. I like the people I work with. I do a decent job. I go home and it doesn't like dominate my every thought when I'm at home.
That's what you want.
Whereas in my old job, I fucking hated it and it used to wind me up all the time, 24/7 for fuck all money.
Yeah.
And that's shit. And there's people like that who are living that now.
I know.
I think that was my big takeaway from working conventional jobs is basically that like the people who cared the least were often some of the hardest working people.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'd rather
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, you'd pluck out and identify the people who clearly had a life outside of work. Work was not their identity, but you could trust them and rely on them to do a damn good job between 9 and 5.
I just can't imagine posting something like that, announcing an engagement, let's say, or a pregnancy or something is something you'd want to do.
I know.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
Why don't you want to just announce that?
And in
to
that
your
way,
friends and family.
Oh,
Why...
we've made a long-term agreement for mutual benefit.
Well, I mean,
oh, we got engaged. Yeah, nice one.
I guess
all
it's
right.
cute.
It's not.
but
it's
also
not.
they're both celebrities, really, aren't they?
in some capacity, yeah.
So it's a
But
massive.
you've got normos doing that as well.
Wow.
Like,
That's
I'm going to
really
start a
bad.
new position as mom. And it's like,
Mom.
okay, well, nice one, but you don't have to announce it like that.
I guess I'm
to
not.
announce it.
I'm
And you
not.
don't have to announce it on LinkedIn at all.
Well, I'm not excusing it because it is kind of shit, but I'm guessing that's on a par with, like, say, Instagram, where you might be a mediocre influencer with like
Sure.
no following, but you still act
Gotta
like
build
you're
your
a big
portfolio.
You're a big deal.
You got to fake it till you make it.
Well, you know.
I've got hate.
Oh yeah.
I hate institutionalized mediocre lies.
Oh, like LinkedIn.
So,
Uh-oh.
we were, Nick and I,
Oh, I see where this is going.
were
Okay.
at MCM Comic Con
Yeah.
this weekend, just gone.
Yeah.
And
Nerd
at
Mecca.
Nerd Mecca.
Yeah, sure.
Necker, as they occasionally say.
Nurker.
And this is at the Excel Centre
Yeah.
down in London town, which we've talked about for years now.
London.
Was at least, this is unsubstantiated, I think it was about 900 metres long
Yeah, nearly a kilometre
as
long.
a venue. They appear to have added
What?
an additional...
What, this particular event?
No, the building.
The building.
The building.
Right,
It's,
right.
you,
The convention
it's a big
centre.
old building.
Oh, I've been to the building, yeah.
But they've added an additional, like, third
Ooh.
to the building.
You could
A
land a plane.
whole
in it now.
kilometre.
It's big.
But
Yeah.
it's probably over a kilometre now.
Good for them.
It's very big. It's very big.
I'm
And
very
we-
happy for them.
And we
Yes.
really
On all
only
their
see
success.
a portion of it.
We see quite a big portion of it. MCM takes up nearly the entire hall.
That is true. That is true.
The main halls, that is to say.
Yeah. Now, and we often, I think we've moaned on air before about how there's always some kind of issue in logistically speaking,
Yeah.
in how the venue is run
Sure.
in relation to the
Event.
event. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. So there's a team running the event and there's a team running the venue.
Right.
And as we discovered, there's also a team running the building site,
Good.
which is one end of the Excel Centre.
Good.
And never the twain shall meet.
And I think probably one of the most frustrating things is because we've been doing this and going there for like over a decade now. We are arguably more experienced
And more consistent.
in the venue
Yes.
than any of the staff working there because there's like a high turnover and lots of like probably 0-hour staff who are just kind of brought in.
Very true.
And there were several logistical,
Oh, yes.
infrastructural.
There's another
issue.
entity as well,
Yeah.
which is the security.
Oh god, yeah.
So either MCM or the Excel staff hire a security team
Oh, yeah.
for MCM or
Yes.
for their events in general, and they're like another body.
Oh.
So you've got the venue staff, you've got the security staff,
Yeah.
who don't know anything about MCM Comic Con because why would they?
They're just
And then
They probably don't even know what event they're providing security for
yeah.
They
until the morning.
they
yeah.
are just a
I mean,
third
they,
party.
probably based
security
on the
company.
clientele, they can probably work it out, I expect.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
can already
maybe.
smell them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And then you've got the people running the event itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And these don't talk to each other.
No. Why would they?
No, why would they? Yeah.
So bear in mind that it is a 3-day show. You got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we also were there on the Thursday because we had to set up.
Oh,
That's the
yes.
setup day. And parking. I'm just gonna single out parking. Parking at the Excel Centre.
This just feels like debrief.
No, it's parking at the Excel Centre is an absolute bloody nightmare. It's gotten more expensive over the years. It used to be 20 quid.
Now,
Well,
I would think, and Liz said this to me as well, and she works in events.
she does.
I would think your parking would be included in your exhibitor package. No.
Well, let me tell you this.
No.
No. Moving on.
I've done about 8 shows or so this year. Maybe 6 to 8, something like that.
Sorry, it's a weird flex.
All the others, the parking's included.
Free parking. Yeah, or included parking. Yeah.
Including Games Expo in the
Yes, that's true, actually.
in the
Yeah, the
NEC.
Game Expo gives you a free parking pass. Yeah.
How much is parking then?
Well, it used to be 20 quid for 24 hours.
Sure.
Okay, and I'd be like, okay, London, not too bad. Now, it's 25 quid
Yeah.
Per
for
visit.
one day.
What does that mean?
As in, like, it ends at midnight.
The date. Right.
But if you park for an hour, it's 25 quid.
is it really?
Yeah.
If you park for 12 hours,
Fucking
if you
hell.
were to get there somehow incredibly at 1 minute past midnight,
Yeah.
and then you stayed until 1 minute before,
11:59. Yeah.
yeah, you would pay 25 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 25 quid no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what you do.
Yeah. And in...
Why though? Why?
Well, because...
Money.
Yeah, no money.
For the,
but
for the
there's
listener's
no-
benefit, I'm making the
There's no reason you can't.
money symbol with
money
my
money,
hands.
Yeah, British Sign Language. Yeah.
It's not as if it's logistically problematic
No.
to put a pricing structure in place.
But they already know,
fuck it.
like, they already know that people are only coming into the car park
Yeah.
to go to a venue or
That's
exhibit it.
mental. A quarter of a ton to
Yeah.
do that.
It's awful. It's awful.
And bear in mind, we have to go for 4 days.
Yeah.
Because we have to do setup
Yeah,
Friday,
yeah,
Saturday,
yeah,
Sunday.
yeah.
So that's
And
100 quid.
due to terrible traffic, we got in at 7:20 p.m. on Thursday.
You got
Setup
paid.
finishes at 8.
So we paid 25 quid for 40
yeah.
minutes of parking.
Jesus.
It's
That's
monstrous.
obscene.
It's monstrous. Now, on top of all this, in like the last year, they've introduced a new like AMPR camera-based parking system.
Oh yeah.
So you used to just drive in, pay at a machine, display a ticket in your car, and then drive back out again.
But not
Oh,
now.
now
Happy
you've got
days.
to put your reg in. And
Yeah, so now
They scan you as you come.
get scanned
Oh, I
as you
see.
come in.
Right.
So when they first announced this, they said, "Good news, everyone! Good news, everyone!
Good news.
You can
Great news.
They've got cameras. We also recommend that you pre-book
Yeah.
parking, which you
Well,
can now
that's-
do.
You do that at Westfield, for example.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So previous show, paid for, pre-booked for parking. Discovered, which is wonderful. It is in no way set up. So we paid like 4 days of parking. Is in no way set up to recognise that people may leave and come back
I see.
within those 4 days.
Well, I bet it could be.
The system is purely set up for single visits.
I bet it could be. though.
Like someone had slapped a sticker because all these new like barriers and press this button for assistance and all that. That's all popped up. That's all brand new.
Oh yeah.
And someone had slapped a sticker on it going, very small sticker going, if you've pre-booked, please just press help. Like there's
Right.
no way, it does not recognise
Oh, I
pre-booked.
see.
Okay.
Why?
So I think on the first day, you got in and out, no problem.
Because we think, oh, what an amazing system.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
It just
Then
buzzes.
day
That's
two,
fantastic.
it's like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah,
You've had your visit.
Who the hell?
Even
are
though
you?
the system let us buy 4 days,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like, who the fucking
It's
hell
like
are
when
you?
Mr.
Yeah.
Burns doesn't know who Homer Simpson is. Who the devil are you?
Yes,
Indeed.
indeed.
That's a wonderful reference.
And then that happened again. And again.
So this time we're like, okay, well, fuck it. We know there's a new system. It's awful. We learn, we grow, we adapt. We'll just ignore it.
Yeah.
Because who fucking
No
cares?
pre-booking this time.
So we turn up Thursday, pay out the nose, but we're in and out, no problem. The Friday show begins. We do our thing. We pay our blood money, in and out, no issue.
No problem at all.
Great consistency. That's all I ask in life.
Yeah.
Consistency.
We're like, oh, we're onto it now.
Yeah.
It's all working.
It's a
Even
free.
if it's bad, it's consistent.
It's a 3-day show. Yes, thank you. Even
Yeah.
if it's bad, it's consistent.
Sometimes all you need to be able to do is just set your watch to something, no matter how awful
Yeah.
it is.
I used to say when I worked in professional proofreading, you can get away with anything as long as you're consistent.
Oh sure.
Anyway, so it's a 3-day show. Day 1, fine. Day 2, it's all change. Day 2,
Now, in the name of consistency,
Day 2. There are now, as you drive into the Excel Centre, come up to a roundabout, you can see this new third they've slapped onto the building. There are now men in high-vis jackets
Yeah.
standing in the road.
oh yeah,
At least 4 of them.
Yeah, maybe more. Stopping cars.
Yeah.
right.
And we're like, okay, that's weird. What's going on?
And there are signs in the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying pre-booked parking only,
Right.
which is really weird because there's only one like car park, but also there's some people are going into the car park after talking to these men in high vises, and others are clearly not. They're going
being sent away.
they're being sent away. Right? Well, that's really weird because this building, as we've already established, is like over a kilometre long, and the ground floor is nothing but parking. That's a lot of parking.
Quite a lot of
It's
parking.
quite a lot of
I remember it
parking.
being a lot of parking there.
So we're like, what's a bit weird? Day 2, emotions are running high, and we come in, and we just kind of make a vague gesture by the first guy, like, we're going.
Well, we sort of didn't know what they were asking.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on
because whether we missed that sign or not, it seemed as though they were checking people before they went in.
Sure.
So we just flashed our badges.
Yeah.
Which are MCM Comic Con badges.
Yeah.
That say we're Artist Alley exhibitors.
Right.
So we were like, oh, maybe they're checking whether we're staff, essentially, or whether we're punters. So we flashed that, and we got the most mystified look back at us, where they just had no idea what that badge was.
Yeah.
Which, of course, they wouldn't do, because they were the construction guys building the new third onto the
they're
end of
not
the building.
What are they doing there then?
Well, this is a good fine
They've
question.
been maybe recruited, or maybe just doing their own thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't know what the fuck's going on.
They certainly don't know that there's even an MCM Comic Con in
Yeah.
there, or
Sure.
what that is.
Yeah.
Then we get to the final like high vis man before we get into like the back road that takes you physically into the building, and he's like, pre-book parking.
Pre-book parking only.
You guys pre-booked, to which we go, no, it's all right, mate. We're working here, because God
So
knows.
had you booked
No.
your park?
No,
Right, okay.
no,
right, I
no,
see.
we hadn't, because again, what the fuck?
we didn't the day before.
Yeah,
and there was no mention of this.
I
So we
see.
didn't answer his question, but we also didn't lie at that point.
No.
Yeah, but also, evidently, whatever we would have
we
said.
went on to lie later.
Yeah.
I'll believe you, man.
Yeah, because clearly, whatever we would have said, he was clueless anyway.
Yeah.
So when we just drove in, do our business, park and pay as we normally do. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Or was it?
Or was it?
Was
Because
it?
at the end of day 2, we went for dinner
Oh,
with a couple of our friends.
Oh yeah.
And by the time we came back after dinner, everything was locked down.
Oh shit.
Now, the reason that I think they thought they could lock the entire car park down, including where the pay machines were,
Yeah.
was because everyone should have been.
oh yeah. You can't. You
pre-booked.
couldn't even
see.
physically
So we
get.
couldn't pay because the pay machines were locked behind doors now. But they didn't think that was an issue
No.
because everyone should have been pre-booked.
Everyone's pre-booked.
And they would have caught anyone who wasn't pre-booked coming in,
Yeah.
which of course they didn't because we just went straight
the
in.
foolproof system of man.
Also,
Man asking and us lying.
also, I like cannot stress this enough.
Yeah.
The Excel Center is designed that you can walk into the middle of it, exit via a vertical shaft
Yeah.
down into the car park, and yet for some reason in
Yeah.
recent years they've decided to just prevent you from regaining access to the central concourse.
Yeah.
So
And therefore the car park.
the car park, which is designed to be accessed via the central shaft.
Yeah.
So now, of an evening, after you have a bite to eat, because you've been working for like 12 hours, you have to climb up like a filthy exit ramp.
Yeah.
You have
to
to
get
walk
back
up a
to-
road. There's
Yeah.
no pavement on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to get back to your car in the official car park of this major venue, probably one of the largest venues in the UK.
And there's no way in
Just
for
climb-
a pedestrian.
Climb up a filthy chute, and now you can't get. And as Nick said, you can't get to the payment machine. And then thankfully,
You spotted a poster.
there was like a QR code.
Oh, yeah.
saying scan here to
To
pay.
Right. To get you out.
Which
Right.
the funny thing about that is, if we were all supposed to be pre-booked and
Why-
the system was
why is
infallible,
that there?
why have the poster?
And
there
where we
at all?
parked was in an area that said like non-pre-booked parking. So what's going on? So okay, so we
I'll be
go.
honest with you, John. This seems like total mayhem.
It's mayhem.
So that was day 2.
So we go home, and bearing in mind, like we're
I feel like there's more to come here.
well, no, it's one day left of the show.
yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
We're
Indeed, what could possibly go
we're
wrong?
possibly go wrong.
we're
Well,
working.
that's the first thing
we're
that's ever
working.
gone wrong.
We're knackered,
Yeah. Sure.
But you look into pre-booking.
and I'm like, you know what? I'll pre-book. And I thought to myself, you know what? It's late. I'm knackered. We're watching wrestling or Sex in the City or something in the hotel
Wrestling
room.
sex.
Yeah. So I just, we fall asleep, and then I wake up in the morning. You know what? I'm gonna get ahead of this. We
Oh, yeah,
still
I'm
have to
gonna
pay
pre-book.
obscene amounts. I'm gonna pre-book. Discover on the website it says, "Oh no, dickhead, you can only pre-book 12 hours in advance." And as it happens, you're now out of luck because the car park is full.
The car
The
park is
website
full.
literally said
Impossible.
the car park is full.
That's not possible.
This 1.2 meter long
It's-
car
yeah, it's like-
park.
Mile.
Sorry, 1.2 kilometer long car park
It's
is
full. It's completely full.
I went to the Star Wars thing
Yes,
at
you
this
did,
place. It was not even nearly full.
Yeah, no, it is
For a big
never.
international
It is never
thing.
ever been even remotely full.
Yeah.
So we hop in the car and we head down, and I remember saying to you, I reckon yesterday was a blip. Because
Yeah.
Friday it didn't happen, right? Day one it didn't happen.
No.
Saturday was weird, but I was like,
That's so optimistic.
John, I know what it'll be. Saturday's the biggest day of the show.
The blip.
So they'll go overboard on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to go straight in today, just like we did on Friday.
No problem.
Yeah. This is weird social engineering because the car park is massive. We know it's not full.
We know it's not.
They're lying to everyone. They're lying to you on the door.
People must know that. I
But
mean, if you're a punter,
But they're lying to you on the website. So we tried to pre-book. We tried to be good. You can't.
Literally can't do it.
And the website tells you, well, fuck, dickhead,
Why? Oh,
you can't get
you,
it.
and
It's
it's full.
full.
I
It's
don't know why. I don't know why I'm
full.
asking.
Shut up.
But why would it be 12 hours ahead?
So I don't know.
I don't know
Madness.
why I'm
So
asking. It's full anyway.
so we get to
It's
this,
not full.
we get to the,
I'm fed up of saying it.
we get to the magic roundabout,
Yeah.
Sure
and-
enough,
and there's a man in a high-vis jacket
stopping cars.
Same bloke.
stopping cars. He goes, pre-booked only, mate. If you pre-booked,
So that before we reached the guy, I was driving.
Lie.
John just turns to me and is like, "We're lying.
Yeah.
We're getting through this."
Yeah.
bear in mind, car park's full, mate. There's no,
Yeah. Can't get in.
So this time we're ready, right?
Yeah.
So winds the window down. You're right, mate. We're like, yeah, we're pretty much. And then we go like maybe 20 feet.
Yeah.
Another man. You pre-booked? Yeah,
Yeah,
we're pre-booked.
you're pre-booked,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're pre-booked.
Why would they not ask for
Third-
something?
Third man, right? We've got 200 yards.
You pre-booked.
Another man, pre-booked car. We're pre-booked, mate.
Pre-booked.
By now we're confident.
so pre-booked.
We're
So
Don't
we're-
worry, don't worry about
Not
that.
one of them checked a QR
We are
code.
pre-booked, and I will take no further questions.
No email confirmation.
No.
No ticket.
Didn't
no
ask
to-
barcode.
didn't ask to
nothing.
look
You would
at
think
anything.
there'd be like a QR code. Or
This
something.
you would think.
perfect, infallible system
Yeah.
let a car in that was utterly non-pre-booked into a closed system that only allows in and out
Yeah.
cars that are
Hey,
pre-booked.
and also into a car park, which, as we've established, is full.
Yes,
Yeah.
and not only that, as we go in, number plate scanned. If we were pre-booked, the number plate scanner would be able to check the database
And let you
and
in.
go, no, they can't come in because you're not pre-booked.
Let you in there.
But
Yeah.
it lets in straight
Yeah.
in. Not a fucking question. Beep boop. Your
Hey.
number plate has been scanned. Fucking bar goes up straight in.
Congratulations.
Hey,
We go into
and-
an empty car.
Yeah, literally
Yeah,
like
yeah.
twist of the
Like a-
century. There's not a
like
single...
a ghost town of a car.
I
park.
could have seen that coming.
It is such a colossal lie.
Yeah.
We went down to the car midway through the third day. There's like hundreds of spaces
Nothing
around
there.
the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get out on the Sunday?
Just about.
We did the same system with the
Same
poster and
thing,
scan
yeah.
the QR code.
The Wi-Fi, the internet was practically non-existent, which made that a little difficult. But
But as John said, it was just a straight up lie.
it is one of the worst exhibiting experiences you could possibly hope for.
Honestly, like we've put up with a lot. We've gone to MCM for like nearly 12 years, I think, to this point, and we've put up with a lot of shit from that show. But this was the first time I was like, this might be on the edge
Of not
me thinking it's
Doing
not worth
this
it.
again, yeah.
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 No, noticeably, they often send like a survey out. Go, we'd love to get your feedback.
love your
they
experience.
haven't. They haven't
haven't had
after
one yet.
this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also discovered, I was thinking like, you know what? They keep hurting me, but I'm in an abused relationship.
You really
I
are, yeah.
keep coming back. I was thinking about, well, MCM Birmingham is coming up. No, it isn't. Apparently, I just didn't get the booking invitation this time around.
Oh,
Every-
right.
every
So
week-
you- oh, right. So you're not
Yeah,
going.
everyone we spoke to at London was like, "Oh no, we've already got our tables."
Oh, right.
Didn't even apply.
Because they hadn't told you to.
It is like this is a major company that runs like New York Comic Con. It is absolute clown shoes how badly this
Yeah,
shit
it
is
seems
organised.
it. Well, because they can afford to be. That's why.
And also,
If people keep turning up anyway,
yeah,
and they sell out anyway,
Yeah.
you can afford to be lackluster or a bit
Yeah.
shit or
and
whatever.
they're not going to shed any tears if like Nick and John don't come because they'll just find another sucker.
But if they were
to-
struggling to sell tables, you better believe you'd be hearing from them.
yeah, God.
You better believe that. Hey, John and Nick, we've yet to hear if you're applying for this year's
That's
event.
a fine point.
They don't need
actually,
you.
Yeah, they only want you if they
Respectfully.
don't need you.
Oh yeah, no, like Artist Alley in general, which is a section that we exhibit in is very much the sort of like the dregs.
Sure.
You know, I mean, what I found really interesting, I mean, another one of the myriad things that went wrong, was the fact that the security of the Excel Centre had clearly been briefed to allow certain colours of badges through at certain times.
Yeah,
based
to
on whether or
establish
not
like
they
you're,
were punters,
you're
or
not a
whether
punter
they were
or
exhibitors. But Artist Alley falls between the cracks somewhere
Right.
because it doesn't say exhibitor on our badge.
Oh.
Or like or you know or
Vendor
corporate or vendor or something like that.
corporate, yeah.
It says Artist Alley.
Right.
Well,
You got your own thing
so
going on.
the words exhibitor or vendor or you know corporate or something like that, those are generic words that people understand, right? But Artist Alley is a made-up word made
Yes.
up by MCM, which doesn't mean anything to anyone who doesn't go to Comic-Con.
made up by fools and liars.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
and we're stupid enough to buy tables
Yeah.
in it. But like, so we get to the door
Yeah.
at perfectly acceptable exhibitor arrival times.
Yeah.
With a grey badge which matches the colour of the other exhibitor badges.
Sure.
But it says Artist Alley, and for a second you
God.
can see it flash across their face. It's like, I don't know what the fuck.
What is
that
Artist Alley?
So
Yeah.
they weren't even briefed.
Actually, thinking about it, why do they even bother? Like, why not just have?
could just
You
be
are
exhibitor?
exhibitors.
Yeah.
Technically, we are.
There's some people who have like press.
Yeah.
And
Retailer.
some people have like a guest. That
Yes,
means you're
guest.
actually like famous, meaningful.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not a paid for.
And then the tickets, the punters, they're all brightly coloured. They're all different colours. So they have like Saturday, Sunday, weekend
Fun
priority,
ones.
Friday.
You
Whatever.
have the grey ones.
We have the grey ones, the boring ones. But
Yeah.
yeah, like they weren't even briefed to be told who the fuck Artist Alley were.
No.
And this constantly happens. Like we are the forgotten,
What is Artist?
horrible bastard children of Comic Con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bearing in mind, this show's been running for nearly like 30 years.
Well, part of the problem is it used to be called Comics Village,
That's true.
and now it's called Artist
I
Alley.
remember when it changed. I remember you telling me about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Way back when.
Well, yeah, it used to be that you had to have comics. You
Anyhow,
don't anymore.
that's the end of my hate.
Yes.
Rant over.
It was a good one.
Who's got a love? Talk among yourselves. I need to grab a cable.
What's the cable?
Oh,
for?
what? Are we running out of battery?
Oh no! We're on
running
the
out of
clock.
battery.
Hurry. Okay,
Shit.
I'll get into my love. My love is
Go.
we've been having a lot of work on the house.
Oh yeah.
We're getting a new bathroom in.
I remember.
Yeah, it's taken a while, and our house is a complicated bird's nest of horrible pipes that are all rusting through, and it's just horrific.
Love it.
But we're getting there.
Is it not done yet?
No. As it turns out, right, found out today
Yeah.
that we are just giving water to our neighbours for
You
free.
oh, generosity.
What? There's a pipe that goes from our input into our system, goes all the way through our house, then just goes out of our wall,
Yeah.
and just goes into next door.
How is that?
And we have no idea how much they're getting from that. We don't pay crazy, like our water bill isn't bad, so they can't be like crazily taking advantage.
No.
But
Well, they probably don't know. Maybe they do.
like us, we think they have an outermost toilet, as it were, which we
Yeah.
do on the end of a sort of outer corridor kind of thing. And because ours and their
They're
corridor were
joined.
built at the same time, and they are joined together.
Ah.
And we think that when that was built, they just went, "Oh, we'll just use the same plumbing from one of the houses." And so their outside toilet, in effect, is powered by our water.
Oh,
But we're going to have to go and have a conversation with them, which is not going
that'll
to
be
be
fun. Hello, hello, bastards.
Hello, bastards! You've been stealing our water for
you
200
You're
years.
stealing our water. I'm gonna kick you up the ass.
Yeah, I'm going to kick you right in the pipes.
You do that again, I'll kick you in the leg.
Anyway, this isn't my hate, love, whatever the fuck we're on. My love is the fact that despite all these problems and stuff, we've had a load of different builders coming in doing various different jobs, and our plasterer is a chap who comes in. He looks like a proper tradie bloke, right? Yeah,
you all right?
yeah. He's wearing the
yeah.
trousers covered in like
He's
paint
all
and,
right,
and
lad.
plaster and
Yeah,
stuff.
he's all right.
Shaved head, like
Hey.
he talks a bit like that. He's
How
like,
you
"You're all right,
go-
mate. Yeah,
how
I'm
you
here to do
going?"
some plastering." Gets to the top of the stairs, right? Puts his phone down. Show tunes. He loves. Starts singing A Whole New World from Aladdin. Starts singing Part of Your World from Little Mermaid. All the world-related songs. you know.
Wonderful.
Singing a song from.
Loves the world-related songs.
Singing songs from Wicked, Hamilton.
Beautiful.
Like blasting them out to no shame.
Yeah.
Can't really sing especially well, but can't sing
Oh.
badly. But he's just like well into
I
show
am
tunes.
defying gravity.
Gravity.
Why does
just
everyone-
you and I.
That's
Wicked.
That's Wicked.
God.
Come on, John.
I've seen Wicked. I can't remember a single
flies.
song.
I've never seen Wicked. The movie's out soon.
Defying gravity. It's lovely actually because
it?
because you look at a man and you think you understand him. You think I've seen 1,000
He
trade bros.
subverts your
They're all the
expectations.
same. And look at that, he's into musicals.
It's kind of magical in a way. I guess you've
Kinda
learnt
magical in a
that
way.
people aren't just their first. People are more than your first assumption of them.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes.
I don't think I've learned anything,
Yeah.
especially.
Always.
I'm trying not
Put
to.
that on
as best I
LinkedIn.
can.
Is this the same guy who hammered through a wrought iron pipe?
No, it's a different guy.
A different guy, yeah.
Yeah, turned out the soil pipe of my toilet was like Victorian iron.
Oh.
You know, made by
Yeah.
what's his
Built
face?
to last.
Sure, yeah, the guy who invented the
Isambard
steam
Kingdom
engine.
Brunel.
Let's go with him. Yeah, I was going to say Robert Louis Stevenson, but I feel like he wrote
Fucking-
Muppet Treasure Island. Anyway,
It's Isambard.
it's Isambard.
It's Isambard.
Isambard.
Isambard made our soil pipe, right?
Yeah.
And it's just solid iron.
You don't
Yeah.
get many Isambard's nowadays.
No, it's
do
a
you?
shame.
You
isn't it?
don't.
No.
And anyway, the
Celebrated man.
only way they could get this collar off of this pipe, apparently, the only way
batter it.
was to batter it.
Yeah.
So he spent a day ringing that pipe
Wow.
like a bell.
Yeah.
It was tough.
You'd want to keep that though, wouldn't you?
Would I?
That
My
pi-
poo pipe?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're gonna use, you're not gonna
He
use
had
it
to
anymore.
attach a new pipe
I
to the top of
understand.
it.
Right.
So he had to change the collar where they connected.
Yeah.
And I was very scared because that was in the kitchen, right? Because the soil pipe goes down to our bathroom,
Yeah.
into our kitchen. And he had to open up the wall of our kitchen. There was the poo pipe.
Yeah.
Right. Then he had to break the collar. Then he had to break the pipe
God.
so he could connect a new pipe to it. And I was like, it's going to smell of shit in my kitchen.
Yeah.
And that's my shit. It's going to smell of my human shit
Yeah.
in my kitchen.
Not
it didn't.
and everyone else's.
Luckily, it didn't. Because I
No.
think my poo just falls straight up. Straight down.
Ringing that pipe like a bell sounds a bit like a euphemism for, you know.
You know.
I
I don't actually know.
No, I don't
Wow.
know.
No.
I think you should say.
a man bludgeoning
No, I get
a
it now.
Victorian pipe.
Yeah, obviously, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got something else. Yeah. Anyway, that's my love. That sometimes people can be different from
Big
what you
Steve
think
likes
that
musicals.
they'll
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
Do you have a new porcelain throne yet? Is that?
It's in the house, but it's not in place yet. So don't shit in it because it's in the kitchen in a
Oh.
box.
It's like a cosplay
Is it,
toilet.
Yeah.
What colour's the new toilet?
It's white.
It's a white one.
I don't want another.
It's
colour.
white.
I
Yeah.
thought you might have something jazzy.
It looks a bit futuristic. It's got a square sort of vibe to it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not perfectly round.
So when will they be done?
Hopefully mid next week is the plan.
Because interesting, because you were saying like mid this week.
I wasn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What day is it?
Today.
Things change, John. Get
Thursday.
over it.
A lot of problems with our house.
Oh,
As
yeah.
I say, the pipes.
Yeah.
The
All houses
neighbour
are-
having all our water. The fact that our entire floor is made of concrete. Our whole house is basically
Every
poured
house-
into a mould.
Every house that's not a new build has problems. I remember when we had our extension done, our electrician came in and said, "Who did the electrics for this house?" I'm like, "I was fucking hoping you could tell me."
Isambard Kingdom Brunel.
I was like,
Ronald
"You
McDonald.
went, the electrics in your house are weird." I'm like, "Fucking, I don't know.
Why would I know that?
You just fucking sort it out."
Yeah.
I don't know. What do I look like? If I could do it myself, I wouldn't be paying you.
He took the floorboards up, did our guy, and there were these steel pipes that had all rusted, and they'd become like these huge bobbly. It was horrifying. It was like something out of Silent Hill or something. This like growth of rust.
Lovely.
And he was like, "How long has this been like this?" And I was like,
How-
"You literally lifted the floorboards."
How would I know that?
How would I? I'd never gone into
How
this.
long do you think I've been here?
I don't go digging around in the inner workings of my house.
I like
Such
to
daft
open the hatch
questions.
every day and baste it like a duck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wetting it with
Yeah,
my own
I've
saliva.
deliberately
actually.
been rusting that pipe.
sputuming into there whenever I can. Actually,
Oh man.
it's all
Well,
replaced
I'm-
with copper now, so it's fine.
Well, I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna be great.
It's gonna
that's
be
gonna be
amazing.
It's gonna be a palace of shit.
That's gonna be great.
I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
Woo!
Anyway, that's my love.
My love, I bought a visual aid.
Oh,
It's been standing here
I've
the
forgotten about it,
whole
yeah.
episode. It's my Megazord. It's my Megazord.
not just any Megazord.
No, it's a very special Megazord.
My special Megazord.
I acquired this Megazord Christmas Day 1994.
Stop saying Megazord.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Really?
That's
94?
how old it is.
And was it new then?
It was new then,
Oof.
and it was presumed lost or binned.
To time.
For those who don't know,
what do you mean?
people listening, some people might not know what a Megazord is.
Well, more fool them. So if you've never watched,
And moving on.
if you've never watched or heard of Power Rangers,
Morphle.
Morphle,
Mighty Morphle.
Mighty
Morphle Power Rangers.
Morphle Rangers.
Gen 1.
Yeah. So
First season.
if you've never heard of the Power Rangers were a group of teens with attitude, who could morph into superhuman type beings, and they had Zords or droids or robots,
Giant robots.
yeah,
That they could pilot.
vehicles. They could pilot.
But perhaps most significantly,
They combined
they combined.
into one Megazord,
Which
if
was like
you
a
will.
big, colourful man.
big man in a costume.
Big robo man.
Big Robo Man.
And they released a number of toys, and this is one of them.
But what's cool about yours is that it splits
It
into
splits
the
into
individuals.
individual Zords, but it's just how it came packaged, and basically you can combine it into the Megazord, which is what you see
The
now.
big robo
So
man.
I don't pretend to be an expert, but I'm told that a Gen 1 Megazord toy, such as we're holding, is very desirable.
Yes.
I can believe it.
To certain
I
people.
did post on a couple of Facebook groups. I don't want to sell it because it's quite meaningful to me.
You just want to rub it in someone's face.
in many ways.
Did you post on LinkedIn about it?
I was like, yeah, I should. Yeah, I should.
A recent business acquisition.
A recent acquisition has been Megazord. Now, fuck you. As
As I was assembling my Gen 1 Megazord, it occurred to me that each of the Zorgs are a lot like the core tenets of business.
Yeah.
The 5 pillars of business, if
Yeah.
you will.
The T-Rex, as it is, profit.
The pterodactyl, necessary firing.
Streamline.
Saber-tooth tiger, baseline margins.
Triceratops redundancy packages.
Yeah. And so on.
And more jokes.
So I posted about it on a couple of Facebook groups. I don't want to sell it, but
Did
I
you
was
get a
interested.
valuation?
Well, the rough valuation is about 300.
Woo!
No-
Is that
notes.
unboxed?
No, well, I have the box.
Oh my god!
Oh my God. Why are we recording this?
Yeah. I have the boxes at home.
Fuckity
Yeah,
wow.
with the what do you call styrofoam packaging in the
Jesus.
middle of
That'll
it.
kill you.
Wow,
Yeah.
mint in box.
Oh,
Do you think
Asbestos.
in 1994 was this for Toy of the Year?
maybe.
Do you think?
Maybe.
I can
'Cause
imagine it would have been.
One of
Later on, when Toy Story came out, Buzz Lightyear was
Buzz
the Toy
Lightyear
of the
was
Year.
the.
Was he?
I got a Tracy Island when I was a boy,
Fucking hell.
and I got this when I was a boy. I
Oh.
did not get Buzz Lightyear, and that's fine.
I didn't get any of those.
I'm not bitter about that.
That would have been 96, was it?
I think Toy Story was
That's-
95. Toy Story came out in 95.
Did it really?
Yeah, like summer
Wow.
95. So I think that was the toy that year.
Because there were news stories about people like, knifing people, in high-end department stores to get a Buzz
Big
Lightyear.
time, yeah.
That was the
Buzz
one.
Lightyear was the toy, I think, when we were kids.
He was pretty cool.
But
Yeah.
this was Christmas Day 94.
94.
And I remember obviously having it, but after that, it was presumed binned, and my mum recently had a loft.
It's in good condition.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, it's surprisingly crisp.
My mum had a loft
Shiny.
sort of done. She had a loft had it put in recently, and as a result, had her everything from the loft came down.
This is the sound of it.
So I said, "Could you just look?" Because
Clack.
I feel like you
Audio.
wouldn't bin that Megazord without me knowing about it. Could you just look?
Yeah.
And she looked and she went, "Oh, sorry, the Megazord's not there." Then the day after, she was just like, "I've just opened another box," and there it was. So it was in the loft for 25 years.
Fucking hell.
Probably the safest place for it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But
It's going to get ruined now.
I couldn't believe it. It's probably no.
Do you ever think about like the magic of like these little shitty chunks of plastic that will outlive us and yet bring so much pleasure to
An
people?
archaeologist will find that
Yeah.
in 3,000 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was clearly used for ceremonial purposes.
yeah. It's clear. It's clearly a religious item.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's mad. Like
Humans were a lot smaller back then.
We have evolved beyond the robots.
humans were very easily entertained back then. The plots did not stand up to scrutiny.
They did not. We found a DVD.
How did the residents of Angel Grove not know that these 5 teens were the Power Rangers?
And where in the city were these buried?
They emerged
They
every day.
came out of the earth every 2 weeks.
Also, a building was destroyed every day, and yet it didn't seem to matter.
I mean, they dressed in the colours. It was so obvious.
It was
It was super, and they all had the same watch.
What is that watch? Oh, nothing. Don't
Why
worry
does it
about
play the theme tune to the show? Does that exist? Does the show exist in their world?
Oh,
Is this meta commentary?
it's best not to question these things.
That's not a
No,
question.
indeed.
these things.
But yeah, so it's back in my life. I'm very pleased about it.
Welcome back.
So yeah, I'm very pleased to
If
have
that was
it.
in my life, I'd
Do
be very
you
pleased.
have a special place for it in your house where it won't
Well,
harm your child?
Here's the thing.
Oh no.
The answer is
I have currently put it on display in the kitchen, and
The obvious place for
Liz
it.
has made it clear that it shouldn't be there, and yet it still is. So
Yeah, I
we'll
mean,
figure that out.
words won't move as a Megazord alone.
Liz hasn't moved it yet, but
Well, right now it's here.
right now it's here.
Yeah.
But it will be coming home with me, I think, unless one of you nicks it, which could happen.
It could happen. Don't rule that out.
But at the moment, it's in the kitchen on the side, like where we put all the food out.
We could each take a Zord and then meet up again in 30 years
Yeah,
to like
That's an interesting.
to form the basis of a heartwarming Spielberg movie.
That'd
Yes.
be good. But also, I want it, so
Oh,
So the
sure,
answer's
yeah,
no
yeah.
to
so no to that.
But what about me? they might say.
How do I get some of it?
How do I
How
get
do
what
I
I
get
want?
any of it?
Yeah.
And
If
so,
you were to get a Zord, which Zord would you want, Chris?
well, I already have them.
Yeah, but if you had to choose one.
Oh.
Wait, like a real life
But I,
sword?
don't, but I have the 5.
Yeah, no, I know you have the, but like,
I
metaphorically,
have all of them.
like,
And the swords.
like
there.
hypothetically.
No,
if
I
you had
don't
to pick
know,
one.
I already have
All right, John.
But you're really asking which Power Ranger would I be?
I guess I am.
Yeah. Oh, it was always a toss up between black and blue for me.
Ah, black and blue.
Yeah.
This
I
will be a
liked them.
problem if you pick blue because I would pick blue as well.
I go with black then.
Okay, fuck.
Yeah.
That's what you would want.
Well, I like Zach.
Zach was
cool.
cool. Everyone
Yeah.
likes Zach.
He was easily the coolest ranger, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I guess we'll all fight.
this has
over
been a
it.
fun
If you're
story.
asking me what my favourite one of these toys is, it's
Yeah.
the yellow one.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
I think that looks cool.
Like the yellow.
Yeah. Tiger. So there we are.
That's a
There
good
There's
laugh.
the Megazord.
Well
It's-
done.
It's back.
It's back.
Run, tell them.
I've got a love.
All right,
This will be brief. It won't take long.
that's good.
It is weird architectural videos of very expensive houses.
Oh.
So thanks to the miracle of the YouTube algorithm
The internet.
and the internet, because I'm a very basic man, and when I'm not working, I have about half an hour of watching crap before I fall asleep.
Nice.
And I've discovered videos from, I think, like Architectural Digest or whatever, like a very high-end magazine.
Lovely.
So we're talking like high-end architecture now. They'll do like these like 15-minute like luxury videos about a luxury house somewhere.
Sure.
And I've watched a few of these now, and there is a weird pleasure in watching a very highly produced video of a house you will never live in, and going, oh, gosh,
What a lovely
that's-
house.
Yeah, oh.
That's a nice house.
And one that really stood out, and this is just weird, was a house that, again, I cannot even imagine how much this house cost or how wealthy the people living there must be. But it appears to be somewhere in the American Northwest to the point where it's kind of in a forest.
Oh,
So they have like a long drive and a lot of privacy.
wow.
And the house on the face of it, fairly unassuming but cool and classy and
Sure.
modern. One floor.
Oh,
And there is a building attached to the house which is on rails, actually on like railway rails, and it moves
Oh.
where does it go?
to, well, kind of in a straight line when it comes back again.
Good. Good
But
for them.
Seems
It's-
pointless.
the idea is that it's like
That does seem completely pointless.
yeah.
And if
so,
it's expensive because of that, definitely pointless.
the idea, I believe, is that it's like a one-story, very modernist house hiding in a wood, very very beautiful.
Oh.
And then the dad has his bedroom, and then he can step out of his bedroom onto like a porch, and there's a 2-story building, very like quite a narrow 2-story building,
Right.
and he can just go, oh well, time for work, I'll see you later, family. Step out of his bedroom onto a porch, step into this building. He then has a personalized, very special key,
Fuck
Oh.
me.
which is a bronze key.
That's all I need you to say. I'm
And
now
he-
on board again.
He clicks it into the wall, turns the key like a lever,
Fucking
and the whole 2-story building,
Good God.
because it's on railway rails,
Yeah.
trundles along.
Oh.
And this 2-story building is his personal studio,
yeah.
Right.
and it just moves. So again, it only goes like 200, 300 yards. Like it's not like it can
What's the point?
travel the length and breadth of the country, but isn't for privacy while he's working. The entire building just trundles along on wheels, and then he just, I don't know.
Does he work while it's moving?
Yeah, I guess
Just shut
it
the
doesn't
door.
go.
If you want privacy, shut
Is
the
it
door.
a loop?
No, it's just a line. Now a loop would be better, admittedly.
If he circled the house,
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Like,
and then he could like shoot into the
different
house with
angle,
like a
yeah.
Nerf gun or something.
yeah, but it just goes to the end of the line, and I guess you get privacy. And then when he's gone,
So he
for
stays at the end while he's working.
I guess he is. And then when he's gone for the day, he just
Chug-a-lug
turns
back.
his special key back, and it trundles back, reconnects with the house, and then he.
I mean,
climbs
I
out.
am a big believer in cool shit that has no purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the inside of my house. I'm in a quantum state of both thinking that is supremely cool
Yeah.
and completely pointless.
Yeah.
But like, seeing as I don't have to own it and I just have to be told about it by you
Yeah.
or appreciate it externally, I guess I could just go, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like these videos in a nutshell. Like it, and that, yeah, like that was horrendously pointless. But
But
you
also
can't,
kind of cool.
yeah, and you can't help but just go like, that is kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, but like, it would be much cooler if it did go somewhere.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if it attached to his office.
Yeah, the coolest thing I
The
think it
house
could be.
went from his house to his office.
Because he's got this huge plot of land, it's a forest, right?
Yeah.
So he could have, rather than having a house that moves on rails, he could have a little personalised train carriage, right? It has a commute to work.
Oh,
And
my
That'd be
God.
sweet.
And it drives inside. When it arrives
Oh.
in the studio, it goes into a sort
Can
of
you
tunnel
imagine?
Oh my
and then
God.
docks in there. And then he steps out and he's in his personal studio.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
That would be fucking cool.
that'd be sweet.
And he gets a little forest ride every morning. To work.
I appreciate the
and then
novelty of the house moving, but I don't see the point.
No.
No.
I feel like he could have put that energy into a slightly different, and then I'd have had like a forest retreat studio, which is
Yeah.
maybe like on legs or something,
Yeah.
like up at tree height.
Like
And
if
then
you had
the-
a train that went from your house, like your own train that went from your house to your office, no traffic,
No
no,
traffic, mate.
no nothing,
and
beautiful.
a beautiful forest view.
That'd be awesome.
And it takes 15 minutes.
Oh my God, the whimsy.
The
The
whimsy.
magic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd
You'd have
just-
a
It's a
magical
steam
yeah.
train as well.
But also thinking about it, they did a
More coal, Jeeves.
Yeah,
They
it's just
did,
you got your own personal Coleman.
Coleman.
but they did a tour of his office,
Oh, yeah.
which is literally like it is.
So that's 2-story.
2 stories.
Whereas the rest of the house is 1 story.
The rest of the house is 1 story.
So he
And
takes the
again,
bulk of the house to work with him.
that is true. but it's literally like a 1 down, 1 up. Like,
Room.
yeah,
Is there a
and
toilet in it?
well, I was just getting to this.
Oh.
No.
Oh God!
So I realise as I'm saying this, that if he wants a shit or a
got to go
piss,
back home.
He's got a chug a lug
he's
back
got
home.
to chug a lug back home.
That
That's a design flaw.
is a huge
Someone's
mistake.
cocked
Massive
up
design
there.
flaw.
I would
yeah.
jump out into the forest and just shit. In the
Yeah, I would think I would. Yeah.
forest. Yeah.
Thing is, it'd be a big pile of shit eventually.
Eventually,
You're going
they
there
would.
every day.
Another deer would eat it or something.
They'd be like, "Hey, what's that mound over there?
What's that smelly
What
mound?
is that smelly mound?
This house is beautiful,
Oh,
but
no,
what is
nothing.
that smelly mound?
Oh, nothing. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
I wouldn't worry about the smelly mound.
Also,
no.
because his office is like 2 like block build rooms on top of each other, just like one room.
Brilliant.
They couldn't have a staircase, so there's a ladder, but
Interesting.
a very modernist ladder.
Oh.
But then also you're like, ladders can't really carry things up and down stairs. So he does have an electrified dumbwaiter, so he can put stuff in a box, press a button. It's just kind of
It
like.
sounds like he's making a lot of problems for
It
himself.
does seem
Yeah,
like
it
yeah,
does, yeah.
a lot of points of failure here.
Because, like, what does
Yeah.
he do? What does he do in his studio?
This was a mystery.
Oh.
Wow.
This is a real mystery.
Was he an architect?
It's a masturbatorium, John. It's not. It's
I
not
think
a studio.
it was, yeah. It was a master.
It's his master-
That's why he had to travel 200 yards down the road,
Yeah.
because he wants to go wank in peace.
Yeah, that's exactly why. It's not a studio at all.
A gentleman's romance, as they
Yes,
call it. Yeah,
indeed
it's just
they
him
do.
and the pine trees.
Imagine having a massive room just for wanking.
Yeah,
Imagine that.
that'd be sweet.
Like a palace of wank.
On rails as well.
You're normally the nice one.
I'm the bad one for this episode. I've said all the
A
disgusting stuff.
masturbatorium on rails.
He introduced the concept of masturbatorium, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm not
No,
all bad.
no. It's just a word, isn't it?
Just a word.
I don't know what
But
it means.
seriously, like, imagine if you had a room the size of like a tennis court,
I don't want to imagine this.
all glass, can be seen from all angles.
Yeah, but
One-way
not
glass.
if you're in the forest, of course.
Indeed.
That's
And
relevant
then
in the forest.
one
yeah.
chaise long in the
one-way
middle of the
glass.
room.
One-way glass. And
One-way
you can
glass,
you
so they
look
can
out
see
into-
in.
Yeah.
And you
just
can't see
just
out.
you and the bears.
So you're in there, and
They
you
can,
just see,
they can see you, but you can't.
you just see
them.
mirrors,
Yeah.
and they can see in, and you're on a chaise longue in the middle of the room.
This is going so well.
It's
This is going so
it feels
well.
so private.
Just going.
This is going
Yeah.
really well.
It's going the
I
best.
can splatter everywhere, and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
It's going so
It's
well.
going so well.
They can never know what we're like.
This one's going out in public.
I know.
This episode.
This
Yeah.
is for everyone.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do we think won?
Well, the Megazord's right here.
I do like the
Yeah, the
Megazord.
Megazord's
Yeah,
pretty
it's probably
cool.
the Megazord, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had a house on wheels, I don't know, I'd use it.